This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, home of the Midwest City Bombers, where the Del City Eagles come into town for this Tuesday evening showdown. I'm Ray Maytubby alongside Jordan Ray. And Jordan, we all know about this rivalry. We all know what it does. We all know how important it is. The Bombers coming into this game, coming off a victory in which they beat Lawton just on Friday night, and the Del City Eagles coming into this game in which they beat John Marshall on Saturday. And Jordan, two teams coming off victories. They got some energy and some momentum going. And this is also a revenge tour for the Midwest City Bombers. So what do you expect from both sides coming into this game this evening?
Well, when have we said that before? It's been a long time since it's been a revenge game for the Midwest City girls. This is kind of the last bastion of one of the big sports where they've been better than Del City at consistently year after year. That came to an end in December for the first time in 12 years. So, I think what they have to hope is that their recent blowout wins against Lawton High and Western Heights, they found some good things they could do on offense.
Right.
They found some rhythm, some good teamwork, because when we remember that game in December at Del City, the Del City girls just blitzed them from the start. Just blitzed them. Every time Midwest City got a rebound or had to inbound it after a make or whatever it is, got a loose ball, Del City was in their face. They were very uncomfortable with it. They could not adjust. No. We'll see if tonight's a little different story.
We will definitely see, and you will get a very close and inside look on what the Del City Eagles have in store as Jordan sat one-on-one with Del City Eagles head coach, Coach Mariah White.
Happy to be joined by Mariah White, the coach of the first place Del City Eagles, as they get ready to take on the Bombers. All right, Coach, we talked off air about not having Kamaya Morgan yet. What is it that you have to replace when you don't have her in the lineup?
We have to replace some scoring. She's right now, I think, through the first half of our season, she's been our leading scorer. So we have to replace that, some outside shooting. We know she can get her shots, and we know she can get hot. And so that's something that when she's out, we know we have to replace that and try to, and pick up fill those shoes.
All right, so you're going to do that with Sasha Hunt-Smith, who can definitely do those things you talked about. Mm-hmm. She just joined the team in January. And how's that been, bringing her back, incorporating her back in the lineup?
It's been good. It's been a smooth transition. The girls keep in touch all the time. So even when she wasn't here with us, it's not like she didn't know what was going on. She's been a part of the team since August, and so nothing's new. She's able to come back in and gel seamlessly with the rest of them.
Still, you could say, if you wanted to challenge her, that hey, you haven't beaten Midwest City yet, so she'll have that chance.
She's excited. She's excited about tonight. She's only played them, I think, once or twice, and this is her junior year, so she's ready to have a big game tonight.
Okay, well, another player too I want to ask about. One is Tori Moore. She's someone that definitely doesn't look to shoot much, but she does a lot of little things for you. What is it about her that makes you want to play her more and more?
Exactly what you just said. She doesn't care about scoring. She cares about doing the little things. So she wants to get deflections. She wants to tip rebounds out. She's okay with guarding the other team's best players. She likes that challenge. And so just having somebody with that mindset and that mentality is somebody so selfless, it fits well with what we have. And so, we love that. We love that she goes out there and plays hard, that she's willing to do whatever we ask. So like you said, every time, we have a player that wants to dive on the ground and take charges, why not? Why not throw them out there and see how they can help us?
I know when you look back to the Titan Classic, what was interesting is you're all tournament players. Neither one of them started. Sasha Smith was one, and the other one was Shelby Thornton. And of course, you have a good starting center with Sanaya Bonds, but she's interesting in how she's definitely a different player than Shelby. So, is there a particular type of game that you feel like is more of a Sanaya Bonds game versus a type of game that's more of a Shelby Thornton game?
Well, whenever we need more length, obviously Shelby she helps us there. She takes up more space. And so those are games where Shelby can come in and impact it a little bit more. If we need more scoring, so to speak, Sanaya is able to do that. Which Shelby can do it too. She crashes the offensive boards and she gets offensive rebounds and putbacks. But I think it just depends on the matchup and who we're going against. If we need that length, we can go length. If we need that physicality, we can go physical with Sanaya.
Okay, so we talked about last time you played Midwest City, the streak was since 2013 overall. Now you can say the streak is not at Midwest City and where you used to play since 2013. Is that something that you'll still bring up? Like, hey, we have now not won here. Now this is the next thing to do is to beat Midwest City at their place.
That's something that we will bring up, but more than anything, we want to go out there and play some good, play our brand of basketball, because I haven't felt like we played well the past few games. So more than anything, we want to go out there and take care of business, not only for, not just because of the rivalry we have in front of us, but because we need to get back to playing the way we were playing. But that will come up. We won't let them go out there tonight not knowing that.
And Midwest City, when you last played them, you guys didn't have Sasha. They didn't have Seven Miller, so they're a little different team as well. And they've had some struggles in district play. They've won their last few games convincingly. What do you see as a challenge with this particular Midwest City Bomber team?
They have a team full of basketball players, and so at the end of the day, I think we have to be ready to come out and just adjust and adapt to whatever's going on, because they do have some girls that can hit the three ball. They have Layla inside. They have, I think her name is Janae, number 24. They have her inside. So they have basketball players. They have had some struggles in district play, but I don't think that reflects the type of team that they have.
All right, we'll see what type of team we see, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we are back live here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, home of the Midwest City Bombers, where we have a big-time rivalry game. But first, before we get to our starting lineups, we're going to take it over here to Jordan one more time to talk about some standings. Jordan?
All right, here's the girls' 5A2 standings. As you can see, there's some distance between Del City and Midwest City. Midwest City's in fourth place. It's really hard to see how they could get out of that spot, because even though they're tied with Duncan has a tiebreaker, and Midwest City has to still play this game. Del City, meanwhile, undefeated, and Ray, they have the almost the maximum district points, 140 out of 150 possible district points. Ooh. I actually was surprised. Mariah White told me when we weren't recording that they did host regionals once when she was the coach back in 2020. That was a COVID year. I knew they got to state that year.
Right.
I just didn't know that they hosted regionals. So first time in 5 years. And what an accomplishment it will be if they hold on and win this. They are 2 games ahead of everybody. They've beaten everybody. Del City still has games against those 2 teams in between, Class SAS and Duncan. Those are the other 2 girls teams in the district.
All right. Well, this is going to be interesting. And we're going to take it over downstairs for our national anthem.
Our national anthem, our Midwest City Bomber Band.
We'll take a quick break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger, please bring back the Monterey melt. Bring back. Okay, yeah, message received. We're brinfing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Bring it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
We're back live, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take you downstairs.
And now our starting lineup.
Our starting lineups.
Between the Del City Eagles and your Midwest City Bombers. For the Eagles, number 3, Sasha Hunt Smith. Number 10, Jakaya McAllister. Number 20, Paris Baker. Number 30, Tori Moore. And number 32, Sanaya Bonds. And now, for your Midwest City Bombers, 0, Layla Jones. Number 1, Chloe Knox. Number 3, Sadie Johnson. Number 12, Kennedy Downer. And number 13, Savon Miller.
Thank Ken Hildenbrand. He got that one in.
Yeah,
and
did.
Ray, how about that starting lineup sponsor?
Well, when it comes to our starting lineups, Jordan, they are brought to you by Dynamic Health. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health. Ladies and gentlemen, this first quarter is also brought to you by Scrambled. We start this game the way you should start your day. For breakfast or brunch, try their chicken and pancakes and deep-fried French toast. You can find them at 1742 Northeast 23rd Street in Suite A in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Call them at 405-900-5972. We're ready for tip-off.
Well, one of the interesting things we see is that they're going to change the starting lineup as Del City. They were going with McCarroll in place of Morgan, who's out still with an injury. Now it's going to be Sasha Hunt Smith. I think it's her first start of the season, and she didn't know what to do after she was announced. Instead of going to the center court, she went back to the Del City tunnel, if you will, because she has to do this handshake with Tori Moore when she gets announced. So usually starters don't have that responsibility, but, of course, it's a first game for her doing that.
All right, well, here we go. Sasha Hunt, a former starter for the team, and right back starting tonight. First quarter is underway. Pass here. She's trying to make some things shake. A pass out here to the outside. Dumps it off here in the corner and out of bounds. The ball will go on the Eagles.
That was off Del City.
Yep.
Now, Midwest City has to avoid this passing the ball around and getting the ball into the corner. That's, especially if you have a lot of bunched up action there, and what's going to happen is you're going to get trapped, and that's not a place you want to get trapped at. It's the same as when you pass the timeline and get trapped. You pick up your dribble. You got 90 degrees of space, and that's not much space in basketball.
Absolutely. The pass in here, saved by Layla Jones. Jones here makes a move, puts it up, and it is good for 2. Layla Jones. There are whistles on the court.
Now
See what that is.
That's a brilliant move by Layla because she's got to figure out a way how she's going to score on Sanaya Bonds. Gets her away from the basket. Sanaya probably should give Layla some space to shoot, but didn't in this case. And we got an and one and then a Toonie Bice Houses opportunity for Layla Jones there.
That three-point play is no good. Those free throws, again, brought to you by Toonie Bice Houses. Free throw. As Paris Baker now matched up one-on-one with Chloe Knox. Switched over defensively. The pass here to McAllister. Trying to find somewhere to go. She finds Bonds. Bonds puts it up. She's fouled, though, and she'll go to the line.
You know, this reminds me of last year, a very different type of matchup inside with, of course, remember Deanna Douglas and also Shelby Thornton, who, of course, we'll see later this game. Shelby Thornton was taller, but Deanna Douglas had the strength and was able to just move her. Now, Layla Jones is quick. She is strong. Sanaya Bonds, though, you could tell, can out-muscle her to the basket.
Yeah.
And so it'll be an interesting matchup when both players have the ball to see how they attack the other.
The Eagles 11-0 in district. And she's good for both. That's Sanaya Bonds, and now to pass it in, here is the Bombers, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, there's an interesting thing about Sasha Hunt-Smith. She didn't start most of the games last year, but did eventually crack the starting lineup where she stays in it. She's a hard player to take out once you have her in because of all the things she can do with the ball.
Absolutely. She's dangerous. One of the most entertaining players to watch past couple years for the Eagles ladies basketball. Sadie Johnson dumps it off here to Seven Miller. Uh-oh, the ball's on the ground, trying to find somewhere to go with it. And Coach White's on the sideline clapping. She likes what she sees.
Well, Seven Miller really didn't have the space there. This is the hard thing when you're kind of going 4 out, pass the ball around the perimeter. And there was, I think, Sadie Johnson brought her defender with her to the left corner. And Seven Miller probably should have waited before she tried to attack because she just really didn't have any space to penetrate there. And it is Del City ball off the jump ball, which it should have been. Middle City had the opening tap.
Sanaya Bonds going to take it to the rim. But Layla Jones got a hand in there, and she's fouled again. And she puts the 2 up because she knows she has 2 free throws awaiting her.
Tough foul because she made a good defensive play at first, and
yes,
then she stayed vertical. I'll tell you this, I don't think it was a flop by any means, but Sanaya Bonds sold it well because the way she went in for that shot with her arms, flailing, she really sold that foul well. And again, not in a flopping sense, but just the way her motion with her arms, and it's more Toonie Bice Houses free throws. And it is imperative, Ray, that Layla Jones not get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
I think
say that again.
Midwest City could survive on defense without her because of Janae Say. I don't know if they can survive on offense without her, though.
Yeah, she had a heck of a game on Friday night versus the Lawton Wolverines. Here from the corner is Sasha Hunt. She's no good for the 3 ball. And is rejected. But they're going to say there was contact. And Chloe Knox is upset about that one. Because now McAllister will go to the line.
Well, I think Johnson had a chance to get that missed shot in the corner. Wanted it to go out of bounds, though. Thought it would have been easier if it went out of bounds, but there was 2 Del City players charged, and you can't wait for the ball to do that.
Right.
You know McAllister's going to be around the ball if it's a loose ball.
Oh, absolutely.
And she had one of her best games I've seen the last time I saw Del City play live when they played in the Titan Classic. In their last game, they beat PCO, and she was tremendous on offense that game. It's a good sign for only a freshman. Her ball skills, like she saw with those 2 missed free throws, still have some work, but she showed she could definitely make progress in that area, even though she misses 2 free throws early here.
Well, one thing about her last name, they are well known on this basketball court.
Yeah, but I always point out, not to play as freshmen.
No.
That's the new territory there.
First of her family to do that over here. Kennedy Downer, top of the key, matched up with Paris Baker. Gonna pass it to Layla Jones. The pass at the corner for 3. It's no good, too strong off the rim. Rebounded by Baker. Baker gonna take it up the court. She's gonna find a lane. No, she's not. Gonna put.
Wow. She missed.
Yep.
She won't get credit for the shot because of travel.
She did.
But the fact she made that shot shows it's just unfair that she's a freshman.
Yeah, it is. Paris Baker, 5'11", freshman. Finds Layla Jones wide open. Oh, and then like you always said, you got to watch for McAllister.
Yeah.
Pass down low to Baker. Baker puts it up. It is good. Like you said, it's almost unfair. Paris Baker for 2.
I can't even blame that pass for being thrown. You didn't see it coming until right the last second.
Oh, it's a travel now on Layla Jones.
You're seeing the ingredients of how Del City blew them out a few weeks ago, about a month and a half ago.
Yep. December 17th.
Just suffocating defense. Midwest City cannot get comfortable with much going on offense after initial good play by Layla Jones, but she got that ball in a good spot in the left corner.
Bonds spins, puts it up. Oh, no. Oh, she got it for 2. What a move by Sanaya Bonds.
Sadie Johnson did not need to switch on that, but she did, and they paid the price.
And Kennedy Downer on fast break, she draws a foul, and she'll go to the line.
The only time you want to switch a high ball screen is if the point guard, in that case it was McAllister, is a deadly shooter. And actually, you know what, that was Hunt Smith, and she is a deadly shooter who had the ball. I still think you should try to fight that because you don't want Johnson to defend Bonds inside the paint.
Out of bounds the ball goes. Mistake on my part. She was not in the act of shooting, so therefore it would not be any free throws attempts. The pass in and right back to Johnson as she's matched up with McAllister. One of the toughest matchups she'll see all season. Defensively, pass Kennedy Downer. Anderson is matched up with Baker. Dumps it off to Miller.
Well, she changed directions, but didn't have much going there, but at least they're able to get out of it.
Defense strong here by the Eagles. See what Downer can do. She's going to find a lane, and she's going to be fouled as well. And the bench for Midwest City will clap for that one.
Yeah, because that's a really good idea by Downer. When you know you have a guard who's physical like McAllister and just hanging all over you, you go up for a shot when she's not expecting, you'll probably get bumped. So that was a good job of drawing a foul there by Downer. Now, free throws have been a problem for Midwest City, and they remain that. Some Tootie Bice Houses free throws, but they got to figure out a way to stay in this game early, which means they got to be making these.
Yep. The Eagles got up on them last time.
So they're 1 of 3 now.
And they did not let up.
So they're going to try to give Del City a taste of the medicine by pressing. I like the idea, and it looks like it almost worked.
Yeah. One thing they did a lot when they played Lawton the other night, they trapped them. It was hard for those girls to move that ball around, and you saw it there on that possession. Paris Baker somehow comes up with it again. Stopped, though. Ball's on the ground. Sasha Hunt-Smith passes it. She's going to put it up. It's good again. Sanaya Bonds. That's unfair as well. She's a sophomore.
This is the most aggressive I've seen her in quite some time. She was pretty passive in the Carl Albert Titan Classic. She's not tonight.
No, she ain't.
She is not even looking to pass out of a double team, and I wouldn't if I was her either.
And just like that, it's already 10-3. Eagles on top by 7.
Tough thing for Midwest City. They had a good press going, and Del City kind of got lucky. They had a couple bad passes bad passes that they still wound up with the ball. They're going to get a steal here.
Here we are on the fast break. Sasha Hunt-Smith pumps, puts it up. It's good for Sasha Hunt-Smith. And that replay is brought to you by Super Subs. What a play.
It's those ball skills she has when she's in. You just can't take her out because she can do that stuff. Even though she had not been starting, there's no Del City player. They have guards who can defend and shoot real well, but they don't have anyone who can make moves like that. And very few teams do. And for Midwest City, this came off a turnover. They have to try to take care of that ball. They shouldn't give up on their press, but in order to press, they have to score.
Seven Miller, who's matched up one-on-one with Mackenzie Smithers. The pass out here to Johnson. Sadie matched up. Here comes the screen. Successful. And she loses control of the ball. That's Janae Say, who you mentioned earlier.
That's when you're pressing in a different way. You're like frustrated. But at least Noah City can still press, but they're not set up at all. That's not a very organized press because Bonds was so wide open.
Oh, the spin. Oh, rebounded by Thornton, who's in the game. Thornton misses.
And she knocked it off a Midwest City player.
Right.
We talk about not fair. Here's what's another not fair situation. Thornton and Bonds in at the same time. Now, Midwest City has size to defend that, but
Correct.
It's still going to be tough.
Yeah, Courtney McCarroll in the game. Here we go. Sasha Hunt for three. It's in and out. No good. Recovered and rebounded by Janae Say.
And then
Whistle
she
blown.
traveled.
Oh, no.
That's 2 turnovers on Say.
And she just got in.
Yeah, I would consider if she can't handle the ball well, but you want size in, consider Jordan Hanna.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens as we have a 30-second timeout.
Yep.
But, again, this is going much the way of the game these teams played December, where Midwest City just looks completely uncomfortable on offense, no confidence with the ball.
Right.
Very indecisive. Del City's playing more free, carefree, not worried about much. And this is Sanaya Bonds I remember seeing in December. She catches the ball in the paint, she turns to score. You really don't want her doing much else.
And Coach Knight giving her last-second instructions to her girls in white. And Coach Mariah White giving her last-second instructions to her ladies in red. You did mention, Jordan, how the Bombers, you can tell a little bit in their body language.
It's like, oh, here we go again. It's hard to do when you get blown out by a team and you play them a second time. Mm-hmm. You have to kind of shake that. You have to have amnesia. It's hard to have.
One thing remains true, though. The Bombers are no scrubs. This is a good basketball team, and it's hard to beat a good team twice. So we will see what they got left in them. And Courtney McCarroll.
Yeah, you build off of that. You got to have good defensive possessions if your offense is struggling.
Absolutely.
And they did there. Kind of an uncharacteristic mistake on McCarroll.
Correct.
Who usually knows when to get rid of the ball.
This is Sadie Johnson matched up. Number 3 on number 3. Here comes the screen again. The pass to Layla Jones.
So this is not where Layla Jones needs the ball.
Oh, watch it.
And this is also something new for Del City this year. The way they defend handoffs, they make it hard on you. It's a gamble, of course, because McCarroll gets called, I think, for a second foul, so she's going to come right back out. But, hey, no big deal because you're replacing her with Raina Lewis.
Right. But Raina Lewis is an issue. She can draw a foul like no other.
Now, the other gamble is now with the foul rules different is free throws. However, Midwest City hasn't completely capitalized on that. They're only 1 of 3 right now.
Layla Jones going to attempt these free throws, which are brought to you by, again, Tony Buys Houses. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer at 405-931-3046.
Let's see if she makes this if they press.
Sounds like church up in here when you're praying. It's very quiet for those free throws.
She didn't make it, but a lane violation was called, and it's on Midwest City, so she needs to be careful when she pauses that shot attempt there. But it does give Midwest City a chance to press here. But again, they're kind of not playing great assignment ball with that.
Raina Lewis stops and passes it. Uh-oh, here we go, another 3 attempt. And third time is a charm for number 3.
They just left her open. Two players were on her, so they both left her. Don't leave her.
Yeah, don't do that one. It was only a matter of time. She shot 2 earlier, missed. Third time's a charm for Sasha Hunt-Smith. The pass to Layla Jones. Let's see if she can get going. Trying to find somewhere to go. She cannot. Oh, but guess who? It's Janae Say, and this time it's a positive play.
She needed that more than Jones did, perhaps. But Jones caught the ball in a good spot for her. They have to find a way to get her the ball in that type of spot within 10 to 15 feet of the basket.
Sanaya Bonds causing problems for her. Uh-oh, again for 3, and it's no good. Consider that a pass over to the Bombers. Miller gonna find Johnson, who sees Layla Jones. Oh, but she can't get it accurately to her. That would have been a beautiful play. She was wide open in the paint.
Yeah, Johnson waited a bit too long, I think.
Correct.
But then, whatever you do, you want it to be an accurate pass. And again, it showed the fact that that pass was overthrown shows that Midwest City is just too frazzled right now. They cannot be relaxed. They got to find a way to be relaxed here. and still play with top effort.
And I believe that is the key word, relaxed. Calm down. Another 3 attempt. Oh, Sasha Hunt for 3.
Not forgetting, I think I said this to Coach White, she has not won against Midwest City yet. She was not with the team in December.
Correct.
You know, she hasn't played a whole lot of games against Midwest City, but she's played some and hasn't won yet. She's trying to change that.
The defense is strong by her, but they find Downer. The ball goes out of bounds off the foot of Miller, who shows her frustration.
Yeah, she wanted to power dribble, which is good, but she power dribbles off her foot, so they're just – it's like they're trying too hard. They got to clear their heads somehow.
And the thing about it is when it comes to the Bombers, they were connecting on three-pointers when they played.
Well, that took a while, though.
The Wolverines
You're right. You're right, but it didn't happen in the first quarter, I don't think.
The way this score is going, going to need to heat that up a little bit and find their hot streak.
The Bombers definitely like to shoot at this other goal here, so we'll see if that is a factor in the second half, if they're even within range.
The boys as well. That's a good point. And that's Raina Lewis. A little nice fade ball. And it's no good. Oh, and down goes.
Thornton does this more and more, is that she is able to keep the ball out by throwing the ball off a player for the other team around the basket.
She's going to pass in here to Raina Lewis. Lewis matched up one-on-one with Downer. The pass to Bonds. Excuse me, that's not Bonds. That was Tori Moore. Now they're making sure that Sasha Hunt Smith is not able to have wide open three-point attempts, and that is good by Shelby Thornton. That's a mismatch there.
Yeah, Sadie Johnson, you got to try to find a way to keep the defenders with Thornton and Bonds with them.
Oh, almost would have been a very good play there. But she'll go to the line. That's Kennedy Downer, excuse me. 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 20-6 your score. And you mentioned earlier in the first how these free throws have been an issue for the Bombers, but the way that the game is going right now, they have to convert.
They've been making some.
Yes.
The other thing is they have a foul to give. I think they should use it on defense, especially if they trap.
And no good on that second attempt, but they get their own rebound. That's Miller. It's tipped right back to 7. She stops, pulls up for 2. Oh, in and out, no good. Rebounded, though, by Say almost. And the Eagles wind up back with it.
This is where you should foul.
Oh, and that ball came with a whole lot of heat.
Yeah, if you're not in foul trouble and it's under 10 seconds and Sasha Hunt has the ball, I know it's first quarter, so it's a little risky to do that because you could get a player with personal foul trouble, but that wouldn't be a bad chance to use your foul. It didn't matter, though, as Del City turned it over.
What's going to happen here? Going to put it up at the buzzer, and it is no good, and that will conclude our first quarter. The visitors are on top 20-7. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
And we are back live here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, home of the Midwest City Bombers, as we just completed that first quarter, and we're about to enter the second, which is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. You can catch them at 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City, Oklahoma. Buffalo Wild Wings offers BOGO wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. Catch us there. All right, Jordan. Going to start this second quarter now, and the Eagles will pop it off with the basketball.
You know, Layla Jones, she's got good size, but you watch her blocked by Shelby Thornton, and she definitely gives up some inches there.
Mm-hmm. Really good size.
We'll see if that becomes a matchup. Of course, it's a zone for Midwest City, but you still got Jones defending Thornton inside.
Pass here to Paris Baker, who had a pretty nice first quarter.
It's a 3-2 zone, so you're going to have 7 Miller guard Thornton some too.
Uh-oh, another opportunity. It's no good. Too strong off the rim for the 3-ball. Finds somewhere to go. It's Baker. Baker finds a lane. Paris Baker in it.
Nice.
It's good for 2. Paris Baker.
Well, you had kind of a cheap foul on Hunt Smith, but you had a great box out by 7 Miller on Thornton, but no one boxed out Raina Lewis. That gave Paris Baker and the Del City Eagles a chance at another score, and they took advantage of it. That's the hard thing with this zone for Midwest City. Rebounding is going to be hard. It's the 3-2 zone against a pretty big athletic team.
Oof. Layla Jones had her space closed in really quickly by the defenders. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Paris Baker. Wow, an aggressive rebound. Goodness gracious. And she has really good height at 5'11". Raina Lewis matched up with Miller. Thought about giving it to Moore.
She
does.
Yeah, now they got their zone set up.
Paris Baker.
Well, no, it's man.
Loses the ball.
They went back to man, it looks like.
Chloe Knox on the defense there.
Only 7 points for Midwest City. This is the issue when you wonder how far can they get in the playoffs. Del City's not your typical opponent, but you can see they're still they're going to score some on you, of course, but can you score back at them?
Yeah, Chloe Knox, that's an issue.
And she's going to have to come out. And I think she had a couple of tough fouls. I think they're saying there's body contact on that.
Yeah, Baker at the line here for 2. These free throws brought to you again by Toonie Buys Houses. And a very clean free throw right there by Paris Baker. Kaya Jackson comes in for Chloe Knox, who has had a very frustrating first half.
Yeah, frustrated with the fouls. I think what you see there is why you just have to get that first rebound, and you have to secure the ball once you do get that rebound.
They're going to call a foul on Paris Baker, as she was matched up with 7 Miller. 24-7, your score. Pass in now to Kennedy Downer. Downer finds an open space. And the pass to Jackson. And, there's a foul committed there by Shelby Thornton, but that was going to be a hard shot attempt. Significant height difference there with Thornton and Jackson. And she is good on the first one. Bombers have to continue to convert on these free throws when they have the opportunity to get to the line. Thornton will come out, and Sanaya Bonds will come back in. She had a fantastic first quarter for the Del City Eagles. Kaya Jackson, no good on the second one, too strong. Downer goes to Miller. Miller drives, puts it up. It's no good. Another whistle.
Oh, charge. You just can't have that when you're trailing like this. We have it as 24-10. I think we're going to keep it. We're going to go 24-8. That's what the official score is. We'll see if they change it. Yep. But we'll see if they change it maybe during halftime. Still a big lead for Del City.
And that is Bonds. No good on that one. Rebounded by Hunt. No good. Paris Baker gets the rebound. Baker again. No good. A strong rebound there by Layla Jones. She lost her glasses on that play. Almost a pass to the corner. She thought about it. 7 Miller matched up with Sasha Hunt-Smith. There goes the screen. Wasn't that effective at all. The pass to Jones. Right back to Downer. Trying to find somewhere to go. There's nobody in the paint right at the moment for the Bombers. Finally find someone down there. Spin, stops, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Sanaya Bonds of the Del City Eagles.
It's a great move by Jackson. I would try to use the backboard on that shot.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. The pass here to Hunt. She passes down to Bonds. Oh, and it is good. 7 Miller tried to jump that pass and just missed it by an inch. Beautiful play there by the Eagles. And Downer here at the top of the key.
You can't forget what a good passer Sasha Hunt-Smith is.
Yeah, she is just fun to watch. Has a lane. Ooh, what a move. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again. It's good that time by Kennedy Downer. What a play. And she hustles down the court real quick to get back on D.
This is the score we see.
Baker gonna go down to Lewis. Lewis stops, gives it to Bonds. She's matched up with Layla Jones. She's giving her problems all night, but Layla Jones makes her presence felt on that one. It'll go out of bounds on the Bombers, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, he's had a hard time securing the defensive rebound at times. It's Midwest City. And Del City showed if you give them extra possessions, they will make you pay.
And the pass now to Baker. Baker, no good. Oh, she is strong, ain't she? And Kaya Jackson goes down and
gives Midwest City the possession there. I mean, again, Kaya Jackson gives up a lot of height to Paris Baker. Baker made a good initial move. So the Bombers kind of dodged a bullet there.
Downer with the pass to Jones. Uh-oh, and it's taken away there by Bonds.
Look at Bonds run.
There we go, yeah. And just so much effort by these ladies in red.
Well, it's worth repeating. Del City has not won here since 2013. You know, I asked Coach White, even though, when's the last time that Del City girls swept Midwest City girls? Like 2 games, because they used to play 2 games a season all the time.
Correct.
They've recently brought that back thanks to district play.
Correct, because it stopped for a minute.
It did. And she didn't know, and I don't know. It's probably been a while, let's just say.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been over 20 years.
Yeah.
At minimum.
It's been, 9 years since the Eagles had even won a game. So, yeah, I assume a sweep. It's been a very long time. And no good that time by Sasha Hunt Smith. Downer matched up with Smithers. Strong defense by Smithers. Dumps it off here. Uh-oh, 3-ball. It's no good. Too strong there by Sadie Johnson. A rebound, though, by Janae Say, and she is struggling. Finally gets out of pressure, out of trouble, but the shot attempt is just no good.
And that jump ball will go back to Del City. It was a good attempt by Say, but again, you just don't have much of a advantage there. You're not going to really move Bonds very much. You see Maya Anderson come in.
Yeah. And then the thing about it is, Janae Say she has the height advantage on Bonds, but Bonds is just strong.
Yeah.
Smithers. Oh, how did she get that in there?
You know, it's your night when she looks so unsure of herself, and then she makes a shot with her left hand. I'm pretty sure she's right-handed, but she just made a really good shot there. It's just Del City's game right now, Del City's season so far.
Uh-oh, almost a bad decision. Stops, and it's no good. Rolls right off the rim, rebounded by Miller, and Miller puts it in for 2. 7 Miller.
I like that she made a sure move there. Went up quickly, but under control.
Paris Baker. Oh, wow.
And speaking of under control,
she is an issue. That was on Kennedy Downer, who I'm not sure has left the game tonight, Jordan.
No, it's hard, and it's worth mentioning Del City's playing without one of their top guards. Midwest City had a freshman guard they really wanted to rely on, Bailey Guthrie, who's out for the season.
Oh.
And that's still kind of an issue. They're a playmaking guard. And then rebounding, it's a good job there by Raina Lewis, I think, who forced that, or that's Sasha Hunt Smith. Midwest City should have had that, but they couldn't quite corral it. And so now we're looking at a possible 3 or 4 point possession for Del City again.
31-12 your score. Hunt looking to pass it in. She does to Bonds, who's immediately trapped. How did she get out of that? And it's rebounded by Baker. Yeah, there's some contact there. Oh, man.
Well, I thought Janae Say initially fouled Bonds by wrapping her arm around her and then going for a deflection. That usually will get called. It was not. And then she gets a call she doesn't like because she thought she went straight up in defending Baker's shot.
Bombers sideline. Really, the Bombers Fieldhouse has just been not as lively.
Well, this is a good showing for a Tuesday night girls game here at 6 o'clock to start.
Absolutely. 33-12 to score now.
But yeah, again, 3 minutes to go and only 12 points. You got to give your crowd some baskets to get them in the game.
Yep. Teddy Johnson with the pass. Right back. Oh, how does she continue to do this? Watch it. Right back to the Bombers. Miller, the pass out of bounds, though. Ooh-wee. And Coach Knight, well, talking to Miller.
You want to play fast, but you don't want to force it. You got to find that perfect rhythm there.
You mentioned it, relax, but with effort. We still haven't seen it.
No, and Seven Miller's played almost the entire game, and again, she's around every loose ball. But as a guard, she's not necessarily a playmaker.
Puts it up, no good. Smithers finds it. Yep. You saw that after travel by Mackenzie Smithers.
Hey, credit Layla Jones. That's a good deflection she made. Blocking the shot without really jumping against the taller and probably a little stronger Bonds there. Now Bombers have to show they can handle some pressure.
Absolutely do. The pass right back here to Johnson. Oh, my goodness. Did you see how she closed in on her right there? That was Tori Moore. A 3-ball. It's no good. Too strong. Rebounded, though. Oh, the Bombers wind up with it. Pass out here. Playing hot potato with the ball right now. Johnson. Maya Anderson got to find somewhere to go. She'll go back to Miller. Miller puts it up. It is good. Beautiful shot there by Seven Miller. They needed it.
See, her strength on offense, besides offensive rebounding and just being around loose ball, she can move well without the ball. She found a soft spot in the zone there and made a really good shot.
Nice mid-range jumper. The pass here to Mackenzie Smithers. Smithers, could she make a play? Ooh, almost made another beautiful shot there. Paris Baker so aggressive. She's rejected. Oh, rebounded by the Eagles. Ball still loose. Mackenzie Smithers winds up with it. Finds Sasha Hunt again wide open. She got it again for 3. Sasha Hunt. And that 3-pointer is brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance. And have a little pause now down on the court.
I thought a timeout was going to be called, but I guess it's just an injured player. That's Seven Miller coming out. And Bombers had numerous chances there, but when they try to defend the paint, and Del City forces an issue in defending the paint, and that just takes Midwest City out of defensive rebounding position, and that's just one that makes you sick if you're a coach, how many offensive rebounds you gave up. Smithers got that last offensive rebound. She didn't even move very much.
The pass here to the outside for 3. It's no good. Another pass basically to the Eagles. And here comes Bonds just marching down the court. What a move, and she misses, though. Woo!
If Bonds wasn't standing there, that may have been out on Midwest City, but she was standing right where the ball got deflected.
Yeah. Ball going to be passed in now.
Bombers need at least a couple of baskets and stops to end this half.
Johnson with the pass. Uh-oh. It'll be Courtney McCarroll who end up with it. We'll see what she does. Beautiful move, and it is good for 2. Courtney McCarroll.
And that is a beautiful move with the right hand. And we all know she's a lefty.
Oh, no. Shelby Thornton now. Uh-oh. What can she do? Matched up with Downer. Shelby just puts her on the floor and looks at her after the play. Goodness. And the Eagles having their way. With 35 seconds to play here. A 3-ball from Johnson is no good. McCarroll winds up with it. Gives it to Hunt. Stops. Passes it down there to, oh, man. It's just been 4 consecutive shots from the Eagles. And let's see if the Bombers can answer the call with a 3. Again, no good. Oh, and Sasha Hunt spins. Oh, my goodness. Sasha Hunt-Smith still in the half. What a beautiful play. The Eagles have all the momentum. They're up by a lot, ladies and gentlemen, here at the half. We're going to go to break as halftime is upon us. 44-14 your score. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
How can you describe Whataburger's Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Whataburger, please Brent back the Monterey melt. Brent back. Okay, yeah, message received. We're Brentfing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Brent it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger!
All right, welcome back to soon-to-beginning third quarter action here at the J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. And this lopsided rivalry right now, Midwest City and Del City. Lopsided from the standpoint that in the girls' basketball, Midwest City has a huge advantage, historically speaking, even going back to last year's sweep. But also lopsided in that this year, the Del City Eagles are dominating. We hope to have Ray Maytubby join us here in a moment, but we'll resume this game one way or the other here this third quarter. Coming up, which is brought to you by Patrick Newby's State Farm. 44-14 your score. It's not a typo. Del City just annihilated Midwest City in the end of that second quarter to take this 30-point lead. The Bombers will have the first possession of the third quarter. Looks like Ray Maytubby has his in-between games meal.
I'm back. Here we go. 3 ball. It's no good. Really good look, really good shot. But no good there by Chloe Knox. Punt puts it up. She's rejected, though. The Bombers wind up back with it. Knox finds Layla Jones.
One unbelievable play by Jones, and then she turns it over. The Bombers can't complete something. If they make a good defensive play, they'll turn it back over on offense, although we may have a turnover fest there.
The Bombers just seem like they have some, life now here in the third quarter.
Well, it's about pride for them now, and they're still playing hard on defense.
Put up a 3. It's good by Kennedy Downer. 3 ball. That's brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance.
What do we say? I said Midwest City shoots better at this goal right now, and they make their first 3 at that goal, so it's statistically a fact.
The pass to Paris Baker. Oh, Jesus. Paris Baker. And that's McAllister on the assist.
Paris Baker looks like she can do whatever she wants with the basketball.
Having her way, and Knox is fouled. Knox, who had a very frustrating first half with the fouls she was committing, and she's been very active.
Well, I like that Midwest City's trying to play quicker on offense when they see that Del City may be on their heels a bit.
Right.
So you just got to, again, it's about pride. You got to forget about the score.
Yes.
But you still have to be thinking, okay, we got to scratch and claw for every free throw.
Absolutely. These free throws, again, brought to you by Tooney Buys Houses. Have been sponsoring these free throws for years now. Knox winds up back with it. 3 ball. Oh, it's rejected by Paris Baker. Goodness gracious, she is just having her way.
Just a tall guard who can close out on three-point shooters really well, given that she is a guard. You don't see Sadie Johnson get her shot blocked like that very often.
No, not at all. Sadie Johnson again matched up with McAllister. Knox stops, pulls up. Oh, it's too strong off the back of the rim. Sanaya Bonds. No, that's Tori Moore. The pass to McAllister. She attempted to drive, and we're going to call it travel. She did carry that basketball with more steps than she needed.
So what you have to hope for Midwest City is that Del City starts to get a little relaxed on offense.
Correct.
A little too loose. Maybe we'll see signs of that.
You got to find a way to convert offensively and get that ball in the hoop if you're the Bombers. Going to dump it off. Yes, she does. Oh, man, we have seen, I believe, 6 travels in this ball game tonight.
You know, there's just not many girls teams, or boys teams for that matter, that are going to just hassle you when you have a dribble handoff like that. A lot of teams will just let you do it. But this Del City team is different.
Pass here to the corner. Really to the left wing. And then the Bombers create a turnover, end up back with it. Watch it. You got Bonds behind you.
Since we get a little too lackadaisical on offense, that pass to Moore way too high.
Nice pass by Miller, but can't finish it. Jones, and Sanaya Bonds has given Layla Jones problems all night. Oh! And
think she drew a foul. But, again, she hasn't scored a whole lot lately, it says Sanaya Bonds, but she did score on a couple passes from Sasha Hunt-Smith. That into the second quarter, Ray, was unbelievable. I said, the Bombers could just string together a couple baskets and stops. Instead, it was Del City who got like 4 baskets.
Yeah.
And Middle City just kept shooting threes and essentially shooting themselves in the foot because they were in no position to get back on defense any time because they were so frustrated. And Del City just put on a clinic at the end. I don't even know how you address a team after that, but I'm sure Coach Knight figured something out.
Well, they came in here with some energy, so.
Yeah. But what's amazing is how fast Sanaya Bonds is with the basketball. I was not quite prepared for that. I haven't seen that before.
I agree. I agree. She moves when she has that ball. And on defense, she hustles. She will chase you down, track you down, and you got to be careful. And she goes in and swipes at it. Can't get it. No foul committed. Oh, God, and she's down there by herself. Can Layla Jones do something? She cannot. Sanaya Bonds for 2. Pass here. Oh, she keeps doing that. Anytime they're trying to get a pass off, she finds a way to tip it. And usually she ends up with the basketball, but that time it's out of bounds.
Well, they're just good at Del City, and they kind of know where the soft spot of their trapping defense is or their pressing defense, and they will send a player to go try to take away that pass, to sneak up on you. Yeah. Right now they're going with a 2-3 zone.
Pass here to the wing, and that is no good. Off the rim. Oh, she can't. Oh, see if they can save it. Oh, they can't. Bounce off the kneecap. And out of bounds on the Bombers.
Again, you have the right idea. It was a good rebound by Layla Jones.
It was.
She was right to pass to Seven Miller. The execution of the pass, though, was not great.
McAllister, 1-on-1 with Knox, but now it's going to go back to Paris Baker, who gives it to McAllister. Coach Knight yelling at her ladies on defense to get in position. And that was good defense there by Layla Jones. Whoa.
Really good defense.
Yes. That would have been a heck of a shot if she laid that in. Seven Miller now. Here comes the trap. Loses the ball, but regains it. Passes it. Kenny Downer trying to find somewhere to go with it. Paris Baker's defense has been strong. She finds a lane, but they way up. It won't count it.
Now this is where you just can't get a break because I think it's probably a good call, but it's close. It was close to continuation, not quite. Meanwhile, Del City, they're switching defenses. They're just always a couple steps ahead of Midwest City as far as what they're doing defensively. And Midwest City is not adapting very often on offense.
Well, Shelby Thornton now checks in for Bonds, and the 3 again no good. Chloe Knox, oh my goodness, she is just having a lot of struggles down there. And if it ain't with Sanaya Bonds, it's going to be with 24.
Yeah, she can't power her way over Thornton. She's just not tall enough.
Baker, no good.
Layla Jones is playing hard. If she does anything against Thornton, she has to try to get farther away from the basket, draw her away from the basket, then try to get around her.
Correct.
But she doesn't think like that a lot of times, especially when she catches the ball in the paint. She just wants to power her way up, and that's just hard to do against these Del City players.
Which is what she's used to doing. So
yeah. And it will work against other teams.
Correct.
If they play Carl Albert in the playoffs, which is a possibility, she'd have a hard time doing it against Audrey Plunkett, but other players against Carl, but she could definitely get away with that. And you can tell she's tired. Layla Jones has played so hard right now. And
yes. Yeah, she's
tired.
That
she's
the fatigue is showing on a lot of these ladies because the Bombers, they have plenty of people who have put in a lot of effort still. They have not given up. And a pair of free throws.
Yep.
Which one is good?
It's all decision-making right now. It's not effort.
Nope.
Del City's got players on offense who, they react so well and they know what they're doing. They're very comfortable with the shots they're taking. It's just all going right in their head, and that's not what Midwest City has. Their offensive players are often just confused and just frustrated.
Oh. And then trying to power her away was Shelby Thornton. She's throwing bows and moving her feet down.
That got Layla Jones to react. She swiped down.
Oh, yeah.
She went for the ball, but once she missed, then she committed a clear foul.
The Eagles scored 70 points, 70-plus points on their game against John Marshall on Saturday.
Well, John Marshall's, Dillside is definitely several levels above John Marshall.
Yep.
But it doesn't seem to matter to Dell City.
No, not at all.
They're on their own level right now.
11-0 in district. They're looking to increase.
Yeah, they're best in the West.
Absolutely.
I take them definitely over even Crawford or Reno, and they're pretty good on the other district.
Here comes McAllister with her left hand. She lays it in beautifully. Kyle McAllister for 2.
This is without Morgan, too.
Oh, yeah. Maya Morgan, who is undoubtedly my favorite player now to watch on the Eagles. Paris Baker with the look, and it's going to be intercepted there by the Bombers. Here we go. Layla Jones stops, puts it. Oh, Paris Baker finds her way, but that time it is good by Jordan Hannah, the senior. See her first action.
I'm always an advocate of her playing more. It seems when she comes in, she's around the ball. She can make things happen on offense. I'm not saying she should get more playing time than Janae Say, but she is at the moment ahead of her. I've always, at the last 3 games I've seen her play, she's made a good impression. I'll just put it that way.
3 6-footers.
More Tooney by Sal's free throws
for the Bombers.
And, of course, we want to mention Patrick Newby's Farmers Insurance because, they're located not too far off where I live. 560 West Boeing Drive in Suite A. So give them a call at 405-733-7671 for an insurance quote or any other insurance need.
That is Patrick Newby, Farmer Insurance, our third quarter sponsor. Passes the ball, goes back to Jackson here. She stops. Hannah now trying to find somewhere to go with it. She goes back to Jackson. A nice bounce pass. And, yep, foul is committed there by Courtney McCarroll. Got her hand in there, and Coach Mariah White is saying no, don't slap.
Well, McCarroll had limited playing time in the first half because of foul trouble. I don't think with the score being what it's going to matter now. So she'll get a stay in with foul trouble. But we'll see if that becomes an issue.
Downer for 3. Made one earlier, no good. Here goes Sasha Hunt. She was able to get out of trouble. And that is, again, Kaya McAllister.
I don't know the stats, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is Sasha Hunt's best assist game. Because I can remember quite a few.
Yeah, can't you? She's really, yeah. Her and Raina Lewis were
and they get another one right there. Another Sasha Hunt assist.
And just like that, Jakaya McAllister, again, Sasha Hunt on the assist, as you said. Layla Jones spins. The pump. Kennedy Downer. Matched up with McAllister. Gonna try to find something for herself. Layla Jones puts it up. And
she got fouled.
Yep. By Shelby Thornton.
It's one of the few times this year we've seen Thornton probably be over-aggressive. Kuzi, she's pretty good at holding up, keeping her arms straight up, knowing that she's hard to shoot over.
Yeah, knowing that.
I think she would say that Layla Jones is kind of a pest to go up against.
Absolutely.
And she wanted that block a little more than she needed it.
Both ladies have embraced the challenge. Layla Jones has had to deal with best of both worlds with Sanaya Bonds and Shelby Thornton tonight. Not an easy task for any human being.
So we've seen the player that you might call a third-string player for Del City, though that's still pretty good. And for this team, Danielle Coxon.
Yeah.
Again, they're Del City's 9 deep at the moment with Morgan being out, so Cox will get a chance to get more playing time.
McCarroll attempting to go up for that layup, but she is rejected by Layla Jones. Johnson puts it up, and it is good. Sadie Johnson with a beautiful shot.
Just few and far between the Bombers have been able to finish plays like that.
McCarroll stops. Finds Thornton. Shelby, no good. She's fouled. Bumped there by Layla Jones.
You see how relaxed McCarroll was there?
Yeah.
She got in the paint, pump fake, got players in the air, but it still had no play to make. Just waited, Didn't try to rush anything.
Yeah.
Knew McCarroll was there. They played together for 3 years now. Realize wherever she is, just throw it high to her. She'll probably catch it.
Yeah. Shelby Thornton, the senior. We have called a lot of her games, and we have seen her development as a basketball player, Jordan.
Yeah, so Del City, just possession after possession. This dates back to the first game. Speeds up the Midwest City players. Midwest City players can't do that to Del City. They're more relaxed with whatever type of pressure you're doing on defense. More experienced, just more poised with, again, whatever you're trying to do on defense. Midwest City is not there yet.
Trap there. That's Janae Say puts it up. Tried using the glass and the rebound. That's 24 on 24 right now. Her and Shelby Thornton. That's a matchup I'm interested in seeing. But she'll find her way to see Raina Lewis. Raina Lewis with the pass out here to Smithers for three. You can tell that was going to be a little too strong. And that will conclude the third quarter. When we go to the fourth, it'll be interesting. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
And we're back live here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, home of the Midwest City Bombers. And we're going to go ahead and start this fourth quarter.
It's a Louis fourth quarter.
Yes. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Louis. You can find them at 6007 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Louis, we're in your neighborhood.
Can't wait to go there again.
Get some good food down there. All right. Fourth quarter underway. Pass to Smithers. And she can't get that shot off. As Janae Say said, no, ma'am. The pass to Downer. She had to go up and get that one. Nice pass there to, oh my goodness, so strong and aggressive.
Ooh.
Goodness.
Don't tell the players it's a blowout. It is a blowout, but they're not playing like it.
Yeah.
And you know what happened there is Janae Say got really good position on Thornton, and she would have had a good initial shot at the basket, but she couldn't control it quite right, and the timing got thrown off. And if your timing is thrown off against Shelby Thornton, you got no chance.
Yeah,
you got to get that shot quickly and smoothly. If you don't get up quickly, you're not going to get it up at all.
Should be right there every time. We've seen it time and time again. The pass to Raina Lewis, who's matched up with Sadie Johnson. Lewis giving her instructions to her longtime teammate, Courtney McCurra. Lewis finds a lane, puts it up. It's no good. Shelby Thornton on the rebound. Thornton puts it up. But the Bombers find their way back with it. That is Sadie Johnson now. And she has not seen a lot of bench time. Oh, my goodness. She's showing off her ball skills with that one. Oh, my goodness, and she's fouled. And an aggressive rejection as well from Shelby Thornton. We'll see a pair of free throws coming. Kennedy Downer. And these free throws, of course, are brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance.
That would be Tuning by Houses.
Excuse me. Tuning by Houses.
We hope for Bobby Lewis's sake we have another three-point shot. This game we can talk about. I'm sure we'll have some in the next game.
Well, absolutely. Tuning by Houses free throws, ladies and gentlemen. Downer. We had a really good game on Friday night. A rebound by the Bombers, and it is good for three. Now that one is brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance. Sadie Johnson.
Yeah, I'll say it again. They love shooting at this goal compared to the other one. We also have super sub instant replay there.
61-27 your score. Right down low. Courtney McCarroll pumps, puts it up. Oh, it rolls out. Downer. And that was Smithers on the defense there. And does not allow anything to happen on that one. Oh, what a good effort there. Now finds Thornton. Shelby. Oh, she misses. Gets her own rebound. She does that so much. Always getting her own rebound or somebody else's. And she was fouled. Yeah, Janae Say on the foul. Her and Shelby Thornton are a fun matchup for me personally to watch.
You guys need to go.
61-27 your score. Thornton at the line for these 20 buys houses free throws.
Hey, you're too loud. Please stop talking.
By the way, people might be wondering, why is Thornton and McCarroll still in? Well, they don't start, so you can't just you can't just bring out all your rotation players, you know.
And she gets that one.
And Thornton puts the second one in.
5:45 to play in the ball game. Kennedy Downer. She is just always a pleasure to watch. Really, all these ladies on the Bomber squad. It just hasn't gone their way tonight.
Well, I thought even if they won this game, which I wasn't expecting, they were probably going to be a 4 seed. And, well, maybe they could have overtaken Duncan if they'd won this game.
They did come into the game as a 4 seed, right?
Right. Well, they're tied with Duncan, and Duncan is going to play Del City again as well. And I don't see now with this loss, again, you kind of you're expecting Del City to sweep everybody.
The way it's been going.
And Midwest City still has to play Class and SAS. Del City still has a couple tougher games.
Yeah.
Duncan is pretty good in girls basketball. So is Class and SAS. So they'll make it even tougher. They can afford a loss, maybe even 2, and still be district champs. Midwest City, I thought again they're almost certainly going to be a 4 seed, and I would be shocked if there's any other outcome. I think they're going to be 4th. And they're going to go to whoever wins the district in 5A girls District 1. Right now, that's Carl Albert in pole position. They still are. They're going to win their game big. So's El Reno. So that, as you can see, takeaway by McAllister.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. Shot no good, but Courtney McCarroll, shot no good. And again, no good from Raina Lewis. There's a lot going on right there.
Jump ball call or foul on the floor?
Foul on the Bombers, number 12.
What happens is you give up one shot in the paint, and you got all your players looking at that player, and they're not in position really for defensive rebound. They're around the ball, but they're not really in position for defensive rebound, and it just becomes a never-ending cycle. The offensive player gets the rebound on one side and the other, and just keep going until something changes.
Pass to McAllister. McAllister drives, loses control, but foul was drawn. A whole lot of whistles tonight.
One potential team that could catch Midwest City, although I don't think it will happen, it will be Altus. And that's the next time we'll see Midwest City on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Should be next Tuesday at Altus. We believe that game will be on. It's up to the Altus OSN crew. But they usually do all the home games. Del City, this will be the last time we have them on right now. At least that's the plan. We may make a late change. But we've had a lot of their games on, and they do nothing but impress. Their games against Lawton, Midwest City, the Titan Classic, Altus. Although unfortunately we had technical difficulties with their game against Altus Friday, but we will definitely be there when they host their first district game in 5 years. And it's not official, but I'm expecting it to happen.
Well, we look forward to that one. It rolls right off. As Hannah matched up with Thornton, puts it up over Thornton. She has the height to be able to do things like that. The pass to Raina Lewis. Lewis finishes for 2.
They call that Sasha Smith, he did, but that's Raina Lewis.
Yeah, that's Raina Lewis.
It's good for Raina Lewis to get on the scoreboard. Her shooting this season has not really been there. I don't know if she has a lot of confidence in her scoring right now, so it's good to see her get some points. That's going to be important for her going forward. And here's some more for her potentially. Yep.
And a good shot there again.
I always believe Raina Lewis can do a lot of the same things with the ball Sasha Hunt can, just not the same volume. This year she's kind of hasn't really gotten going yet, but she can change things.
Oh, what a nice
pass.
Yep. Oh, golly. And she, Courtney McCarroll, so physical.
Well, McCarroll has to realize, you can't have your arm on the player while she's shooting. It just that will look like a foul even if you're not pushing.
Yeah. 27-67, your score. Got a 40-point ball game here. And Layla misses her first one.
And she's got to be tired. But, Midwest City plays John Marshall, who's hosting Altus. On the girls' side, that should not be much of a matchup on paper. Midwest City should be able to win this one comfortably. Doesn't mean they will.
Yeah.
But, again, you look forward to those games as a chance to, even though it obviously is against, on paper, an easier opponent, just to try to find things you can get comfortable doing that can translate into games against tougher opponents.
Eagles with the ball.
Raina Lewis. Now matched up one-on-one with Muhammad. Anaya on defense, and the pass to Thompson. Eagles have some new faces out there, and so do the Bombers. Thornton pass back to Thompson. Thompson matched up with Layla Jones, who played her butt off tonight. That's a nice.
Thornton wanted that.
Yep. Nice move there by Shelby Thornton.
She wanted to show Jordan Hanna what she could do.
And she did it.
It's mano a mano.
Raina Lewis finishes again at the rim.
Again, these are players who started for Del City or played starters minutes that they have in Lewis, McAllister, Thornton.
Yep.
But they don't start, so that's why they're still playing. And, of course, Midwest City, they still have Layla Jones in who starts, although I think that's about to change.
Sweet.
And Layla Jones played a tremendous game with a lot of effort, but, again, the issue with her and any other player from Midwest City who plays hard is they just can't score very efficiently right now, at least not against Del City, but few teams can.
Yeah. It's been rough. It's been tough. Pass to Hannah, who
she needs to make a move. There she goes.
Oh. And she does. Not afraid, but not successful there. Shelby Thornton. Oh, was intercepted there by Rollins. And puts it up over Thornton. Too strong. Thornton on the rebound.
Eagles with the rebound.
Danielle Cox, who you mentioned a little earlier. Raina Lewis pass it to Thompson. Thompson for three. Oh, it's good for Thompson. She came in. It made her presence felt immediately for the Eagles. That's brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance, that three-pointer. Oh, man, just not going for her right there. Shelby Thornton said no.
Thompson's a sophomore, so her time to shine will probably come for Del City.
Intercepted there, right?
She's got to play behind some really good players.
Jada Jacobs, who saw some play time. Oh, man, would have been a really good play. She's helped up there by Shelby Thornton.
Fouls on the Eagles.
And again, Danielle Cox, Zandra Moore. I haven't seen a lot of them. Danielle Cox played some last year, I know, but I know that against with other teams, they would probably see more action.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. This team is stacked for the Eagles.
Yeah.
That one's good. Tony Bishouse's free throws. That's Jada Jacobs at the line. Jacobs, a freshman, and again, saw some play time last week versus and did pretty well with the minutes that she was given. Misses that one, but a rebound there by Kaya Jackson. And taken away by Zandra Moore. Moore stops. did not want to continue running on that one. The pass here. That's Thompson again for three. Ooh, she's too strong. And rebound there by Jackson, who loses it. Yep. We are down to a minute in this ball game.
That's been a common play for Midwest City. You get a rebound, you want to push it, you're trying so hard, and you just make a mistake. It's like you're trying too hard at times.
Yep. Talk about our player of the game, Jordan. Who's it going to be for you?
Has to be Sasha Hunt-Smith.
Yep.
And we get her a lot of players of the games for a reason, but it'll be good to talk to her, I think, for the first time this season.
Right?
Yeah. Well, not the first time altogether. So
no, not at all.
I'm going to go down and talk to her in a second.
All right, yeah. She's no familiar to the camera and microphone in her face. And, oh, what a good, beautiful move and finish by Shelby Thornton. And we are down inside 30 seconds. The Bombers just doing what they can now. And, that's Jacobs for three. Jacobs too strong. Thompson will wind up with it for the Eagles. 10 seconds left to play. The pass now. 5 seconds. Thompson for three. Oh, she got it, and she'll end the game with that one. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles sweep the Bombers for the first time in likely 2 decades. What a game for the Lady Eagles. The Bombers definitely should keep their head up. It's a very talented team over there in white. And Jordan is going to go find our player of the game, as well as talk to Coach Mariah White. What a ball game for the ladies. Such a good performance for so many of the girls, from Sanaya Bonds, Shelby Thornton, Paris Baker, said her name way too much. Golly, Sasha Hunt, of course, as we know, and Raina Lewis came in and made her presence felt as well. Tori Moore, everybody contributed. Courtney McCarroll, what a game. Casey Smithers. It was a game to be loved if you're Coach Mariah White of the Eagles.
Okay. So what's it like to win your first game back here as a coach?
It feels good. You know, you get to come home and beat up on them a little bit, but it's a good feeling. But we played good today. We played much better than the first time, and so that's exactly what we wanted. We talked about that yesterday. We wanted to come out here and play good basketball, and we did that today.
And it was from the start too. What do you like about how your team started the game?
That's what we told them. Start the game on defense, set the tempo on the defensive end. So we did that. We came out early and were able to jump out on them. And that's what we preach. We know our scoring comes from defense. And so when we can do that, we'll get out with good starts.
Okay, you told me that you guys did host a regional 5 years ago. I don't see a scenario where you're not going to do it this year. So assuming I'm not saying it's official, but let's pretend for a second it is. What would it mean to again have a regional back at Del City?
Man, that's big time for our school, for our community, for the kids on this team. We have a good group of girls, a really good group of girls, and a lot of times people don't see that in our team. They see Del City and they hear a bad name, but this is a good group of girls, and they play a good brand of basketball. So if we can host, it's just reminding the community what this school is really about.
All right, we look forward to that, Coach. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Sasha Hunt-Smith, our Triple League player of the game. Sasha, this is your first victory against Midwest City. Well, how'd it feel?
It felt great, y'all. Came in, we knew what we had to do. We handled business. That's all we could do.
Okay, now you had not been starting much in January. How did you handle that, and what was it like to start this game?
I know what my coaches expect from me, so whenever I go out there on the court, I just give it my all. And it meant a lot to me to start this game because this is my first ever game at Midwest City.
Okay, and we don't keep track of your assists, but I know you had a bunch. Do you know how many you had?
No, sir.
Okay, but it was a lot, wasn't it?
Yes, Coach.
Okay, and then shooting-wise, you had it going. What was working so well for you here tonight?
staying at practice yesterday for extra work, bringing it to the Midwest City, just knocking down shots.
All right, what would it mean for you to host, to be district champions and host a regional, which you guys are on track to do?
It'll be good. It'll be big for Del City. You know, we ain't did it in 5 years, like you said, so it'll be the best.
All right, Sasha, congratulations for being our Triple Lead Player of the Game.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to transition right to the boys' game, so I'll toss to you, but coming up soon, an interview I have with Midwest City coach Tori Noel.
All right, Jordan, thank you, and congratulations to Sasha Hunt for being the player of the game, which is brought to you by Triple Elite. Fine world-class designs and hot new styles. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude the women's game, and when we come back, we will be beginning the boys' game, the Eagles and the Bombers. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Midwest City coach Tori Noel. Okay, Coach, so let's look back for a little bit more about the Lawton High win. It was a great second-half performance, and one of the things that struck me was how you guys were able to start scoring against Lawton High in the half court, which not a lot of teams have been able to do. So what do you attribute that to in the second half? Not just the scoring in transition, but scoring more than half court.
Just, practicing each and every day on offensive execution in a half-court setting, and just letting the boys know, harp on, if we can execute, we're going to put ourselves in position to win the game. So those little things that we kind of practice every day, and we something we change in practice is keeping everybody in black and half-court offense. That way we can be aware and focus on who's on your team and who to screen. I think that helps us emphasize screening. Getting open and stuff in the
Okay, I want to ask about a couple of the players that I thought played well. Kenyon Brown had 10 points early. It was really early on, and I understood why you didn't play him as much the second half. You wanted more guards out there, but I really like how he keeps that ball high when he gets it, and he just finishes pretty easily, and that's you can't say that about every big guy out there. How have you seen his development?
Man, from him coming off the bench and starting, in each and every game, I can see him improving. So I'm very lucky to have him, and he's just scratching the surface. My plan for him next year is for him to be able to guard 1 through 5. So this offensive is going to be huge, and then preseason is going to be bigger. That way we can keep him on the floor for offense and defense.
And then the other starter that is not experienced based on how things went last year and stuff is Ryan Holloway. But he actually got back in the second half, and he made some big offensive plays that even a pass to Deshaun, I couldn't believe he saw him.
Yeah, that was a great pass to DJ. That was great. Great pass.
And what gives you the confidence in him?
Just his ability that I've seen him when he is confident in himself. I think that's what he lacks, is confidence in himself, and I just got to do a better job of giving him that confidence. Whenever he's
Let me talk for Jeremy more, Dedrick. When we come back live, we'll have this up along with the two above it. Okay, then we'll talk about standings, and then if we have time, I'll talk about this play again for Del City that they had Tuesday. But that's a maybe. And, of course, you'll be without, at least as of right now, looks like to be without Chance for this game. What's important then as far as, or I should say, is this going to open up some minutes for some more guards coming off the bench?
Absolutely. Anthony will open up for Ant. Keelan played some big-time minutes at Western Heights. And then just Mario and Brandon, I think they were big for us against Lawton High on the defensive end. And Mario been having some really good games the last few games. So I think it'll open up something for Mario and kind of keep adding to his confidence as well.
So Del City, they're a hard team to score against, as you know, because you saw them already at their place. And that's how they've been winning some ugly games, or games where they have to come from behind, like against Lawton High. Then on a Saturday game, they beat John Marshall, scoring 85 points, which is by far and away their best offensive output. So anything you're seeing out of this team that they're better at than they were even when you saw them in December?
They just play hard, man. They play really hard. They play together. They play fast. And I honestly think for them, it comes down to making shots from them. You know what I'm saying? They from my film I've been watching, it's kind of been inconsistent on making threes. When they're making threes, they're really, really good. So I got to, cut some of that stuff out and do what we're good at. But Lenny does a good job with them and have them play hard, man. That's in discipline. That's one of the biggest things that I think that they do really well.
And it seems like they have 2 or 3 guys that are really strong in the paint too. How important is rebounding right now?
Hey, I love Tay. I was telling my guys this week that Tay is getting a lot better. He can handle the ball. He can score on the block. He can shoot 3. He rebounds. And I think he's the heart and soul of that team. And you don't really see that from a big man nowadays, but he makes them go. He make big time plays. He takes charges. He does all the little things. So if we can take some stuff away from him, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, Caleb Blackwolf too. Okay,
Absolutely.
We'll play a couple commercials. All right, Coach, we look forward to seeing how you guys match up tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right. All right, welcome back. And now the boys' action here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Jordan Ray will be joined by Ray Maytubby later on, but this again is a battle between the Del City Eagles. They, too, on the boys' side, stand atop their district with 1 loss, though. And the Midwest City Bombers only a couple games back, 7-3. These teams played earlier in the year, and that game was also won by the Del City boys. So maybe a 4-game sweep in store for Del City over Midwest City. I don't know if that's ever happened before in basketball, or if it has happened, it's been a while. Let's look at the district standings. This is, again, is in boys action, 5A1. And Midwest City did Del City a favor on Friday by beating Lawton. Del City is now a game ahead of Lawton. So what's at stake for the Eagles is they win this game, they stay in the lead for a district championship over the Lawton High Wolverines. If Del City loses and Lawton High wins, and they're playing Lawton High, actually forgot their opponent, maybe Class and SAS, I think. They're going to play John Marshall later in the year. But the point is, if Lawton High was to win tonight and be in a tie with Del City, Lawton High gets the tiebreaker. So Del City does not want to fall in the tie with Lawton High. Midwest City currently is 3rd, but they actually have lost to John Marshall, who's 4th. Both are at 7-3. Midwest City has more district points, but that won't matter if Midwest City doesn't beat John Marshall Friday night. John Marshall will come here, and they would have a tiebreaker if they win because of head-to-head action. It's hard to see any scenario where Midwest City could overcome John Marshall and be in the 3rd seed. So to maintain the 3rd seed for now, Midwest City needs to win this game. If they don't, again, they have a chance to catch John Marshall. So, not to take stakes away from this game, but that may be the more important game as far as standings go for Midwest City is their game Friday, because they have a realistic chance at staying in that 3rd spot, but they do not have a tiebreaker with Lawton, and for them to have a tiebreaker for Del City, I believe they have to win by 11 points or more. That's hard to do. We'll see if they can do it, but Coach Noel told me earlier today he plans on resting Chance Bubba Davis, easily one of the 5 best players for Midwest City tonight. It's not to save him for John Marshall. He just doesn't feel like he's ready to go yet, but that in effect is what he'll be doing, is saving Bubba Davis for John Marshall, and that's a game that they have to have. If they beat Del City but then lose to John Marshall, they'll still be in 4th, so it's just depends on how you look at it, but it seems like that is the more important win for Midwest City because catching Del City or Lawton would just be really hard. They have to rely on Lawton or Del City losing twice, and that's, after tonight, hard to see how either Del City or Lawton would lose twice in the remaining games in district play. Let's go and show you Tuesday at Lawton. This is how Del City won, and this is how they're currently in district number 1 district play. Game was tied, a second and a half to go, and you can see Kaman Shaw, thanks to a back screen from Caleb Blackwolf, found Meshawn Graham for an amazing play to end the game. Lawton High kind of helped Del City in the standpoint of they did not switch on that back screen. And that's one of the plays of the year. Lawton High had a play of the year candidate, too, against Del City when they played at their place earlier in January. But we got that on loop for a reason. It's a great play. Since then, Del City's played really well in offense. They did not have a good offensive game against Lawton and won in spite of that. 87 points Saturday against John Marshall. By far the most Del City has scored all year. So they're on a bit of an offensive streak right now. Midwest City also played really well in offense against a team like Lawton High. Maybe we'll see a lot of scoring in this game. At any rate, we'll take a quick break so we get Ray Maytubby back in. You are watching Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to go down to our PA announcer to receive the starting lineups, which is brought to you by Dynamic Health. This ball game is going to be fun, real fun.
And now the starting lineups for tonight's ball game between the Del City Eagles and your Midwest City Bombers. For the Eagles, number 3, Meshawn Graham. Number 5, Kaman Shaw. Number 10, Shashawn McAllister. Number 24, Caleb Blackwolf. And number 35, Devon Johnson. And now, the starting lineup of your Midwest City Bombers. The defending Class 5A State Boys Basketball Champions. Number 1, Ryan Holloway. Number 2, Caleb Stevens. Number 4, Mason McKenzie. Number 5, Deshaun Denson the second. And number 32, Keon Brown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those starting lineups brought to you by Dynamic Health. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. Ray Maytubby and Jordan Ray on the call with you for those of you just joining us, I want to say thank you as you are watching one of Oklahoma's finest and longest living rivalries between the Bombers and the Eagles. We've called several of these games.
By the way, I may have been wrong, Chance Bubba Davis is suiting up. Doesn't mean he'll play. However, he is sitting close to the bench along with Jarvis Nash. So he's not at the end of the bench. That would indicate that he is actually going to try to play this game, which doesn't mean that Coach Noel was telling me anything wrong. Bubba Davis may have talked himself into this lineup here. We'll see. Both. All right, Midwest City has the basketball here. Ray Mayton will get the call here in a second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Deshaun Denson. He passes it to the corner. To Ryan Holloway now, who's matched up with McAllister. The Bombers, who have been on a revenge tour, a pair of revenge tours now, and they did mark their territory Friday night here versus the Wolverines. Well, they lost to earlier in the season. The ball is still alive. Caleb Stevens for three. Oh, it's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds that time.
Early mistake for Deshaun Denson. Against Del City, you just don't want to jump pass. You need to hold that ball. Only pass if it's there. Don't jump in the air for that. But they were able to recover and get a decent shot, and Del City gets the ball back.
Here we go. The pass out to Tavon Johnson, and he is good for two. The energy is alive and well here on this Tuesday night showdown.
Bombers almost got the steal. It would have been 2 points the other way probably. Instead, they missed the steal, and an easy basket for Johnson.
Watch it.
And Caleb Stevens cannot throw that pass around Caleb Blackwolf or McAllister. Let's just see who will guard Denson. It was Blackwolf at the beginning at the game in December, but now it's McAllister who will get the start on Deshaun Denson.
The pass to Ryan Holloway. He's matched up one-on-one.
Good
with
crossover.
Graham. Holloway with a nice pass, but couldn't get there.
I disagree. I don't think it was the right pass. Not accurate.
Blackwolf. He rolls in for two. He flexes.
Ryan Holloway threw that pass too far outside to Kenyon Brown, as we found out it's Kenyon Brown, although we never made that mistake. But that's who it is.
Uh-oh, Deshaun Denson for three. Oh, he's good for three. Deshaun Denson. That's brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance.
Now, don't forget, it took him a while to get going against Lawton High.
Oh, I didn't forget.
And going against Del City back in December, he never really did from the field. First three-point shot, rattles it in.
That was a beautiful. It took him all the way into the third quarter on Friday night to get there. In his first quarter, brought to you by Scrambled. Ladies and gentlemen, we start this game the way you should start your day. For breakfast or brunch, try their chicken and pancakes and deep-fried French toast. You can find them at 1742 Northeast 23rd Street or call them at 405-900-5972. The pass here to Kenyon Brown. No good, though. Mason McKenzie draws some whistles.
See, McKenzie kind of is catching Caleb Blackwolf, not napping, but watching the shot up and getting good position on Caleb Blackwolf there. Even though Caleb Blackwolf's, I'm surprised how much bigger he is than Mason McKenzie, but I guess I shouldn't be. But McKenzie will still battle.
Oh, what a nice move there, almost. And there, puts it up. Oh, it's no good, though. Caleb Stevens. No good on that shot attempt. The pass here to Graham. He puts it up. Oh, three men over there. It's rejected, but rejected again by McKenzie. He gives it to Blackwolf.
Yeah, but McAllister still gets that ball.
Yeah, how does he do it? The pass here to McAllister. He's going to try to, nope, he's going to stop. Graham for three. It's no good, too strong off the glass. Stevens with the pass to McKenzie. Matched up with McAllister. One of the toughest defenders you'll play here in state. Denson again for three. Oh, he got it again for three. Deshaun Denson add 9 to his 1,000+ points, only as a junior.
You know, It's going to be interesting to see, is he going to be hot the whole game? He could do it. He could be hot a whole game from three-point range. This would be the game to do it.
He's a problem. He's getting some love.
5 count.
Oh. And the Bombers will wind up getting that ball back right there.
You know,
a whole lot of energy in here, Jordan.
There's nothing that gets a bench, the coaches and the players, as fired up as a defensive 5 count.
Correct.
It's not like nothing else that gets a coach excited, because it means your technique and your effort is all aligned.
Spin by DeMario Jones. Back to Denson, right back to Jones. Tavon Johnson finds his way on the defense. McKenzie stops. Johnson almost got it away from him, though. Jarvis Nash. Brown, he is contested, but the shot is good for 2.
And Kenyon Brown went right at, I think that's Black Wolf there.
Whoa.
No, it's McAllister, but still a touchdown.
How did he get that in? Beautifully made by Kaman Shaw. Oh!
Is that technical on Tavon Johnson?
Yep.
Well, he had a technical, and I talked to Coach Hatchett about it, against Collinsville, the Titan Classic. That was a Saturday morning game.
Wow.
Something to do with taunting, I think. I don't think it was something he said to the ref. The technical against Collinsville was something he said to the ref.
Technical foul on number 35.
All of it you can't do. 8-6 your score. I'm trying to tell you, the Bombers are fired up.
Well, when there's early scoring in a game like this, the crowd's just going to get louder and louder and louder. Everything's going to escalate. The emotions of the game are going to get high. And if you're Del City, you don't ever want to be called for a technical when Deshaun Denson's on the floor. It's more Tooney buys houses free throws.
Yep. Okay. You got to keep in mind, these are the defending state champions, the Bombers I'm talking about. This is a hard place to play. The Wolverines came in here and tried their best and came up short. Man, what a game that was on Friday night.
Well, I still don't know how Midwest City pulled it out, but they've done that. They did that last year. They pulled out some games that didn't make sense to me in the playoffs.
When it mattered most, Coach Noel figured it out. And so did his ball players. Jaden Johnson on the steal. Johnson fast, stops those, slows it down. The pass here to Demarion Turner.
And don't forget how good Jaden Johnson was against Midwest City in December.
Yeah, oh, man.
So,
especially behind that three-point line.
We'll see if he tries to take over at some point.
McAllister puts it up over 2 men again. He keeps trying to do that, and the Bombers are not letting it slide.
Now that last turnover on Midwest City took place because Mason McKenzie, he was coming out, short rest for Caleb Stevens. He's not really a guard. He can play guard, but he's not someone who's going to handle the ball a lot. And he tried to dribble around where there's no space. So it's something you have to be aware of against Del City. If they sense that you have the ball in a bad spot, they will converge on you and get the ball.
Mario Jones matched up with Demarion Turner, a very good defensive player. Deshaun Denson, he's been dangerous behind this three-point line all game. Let's see if he can keep it hot like you said. Uh-oh, and
is that a 5 count?
Yep.
It is.
The Eagles will have possession now.
See, McAllister's such a tough defender. You might think, well, maybe he'll give me a driving lane now. You can't count on it. He definitely won't give Deshaun Denson a driving lane to his right. So Denson can't just dribble the ball around against someone like McAllister. You're not going to find an open spot. You got to be quick with the ball, whatever you do.
Oh, here comes Jarvis Nash. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he finishes. That's Jarvis Nash for 2.
Now, who's going to be around more loose balls this game, Ray? Is it going to be Nash or McAllister?
Oh, I don't know, Jordan. I'm going to give it to Jarvis Nash.
Yeah, well, and he got an early one, and he didn't start. He's not 100% as Jarvis Nash, but I really don't know what's wrong with him, and you're not going to be able to tell by watching him.
Absolutely not. You'd never be able to tell.
But you know what? He is a better finisher than McAllister. McAllister has a hard time finishing around the basket for Del City,
which we have seen.
And that
early in this game.
For someone who gets as many steals as he does, he's got to find a way to contribute more on offense.
Jaden Johnson matched up with Denson. Down low to Black Wolf. Caleb spins. He's fouled, though.
Caleb against Caleb. And Caleb Stevens, even though he's older, gives up obvious size.
Yeah.
You got Caleb Stevens has got to figure out a way to not let Caleb Blackwolf catch the ball so close to the basket. That's just not a good matchup for Midwest City. Obviously, you can't keep committing fouls like that, but we've seen Del City do that before when they have Blackwolf against a guard-heavy team. Blackwolf is really an inside player.
Yeah, right.
Who has the speed and the height of a guard. But he was a man in the paint against Midwest City on this court in the regional championship last year when he played for El Reno. He knows that the Bombers don't have a good matchup for him in the paint, and we'll see if Del City tries to milk that matchup.
And right there.
Of course, he's in the paint right now because Tavon Johnson got a technical.
Yes.
How long will he be out?
Yes.
Because he can make things happen for Del City. He scored their first 2 points.
Absolutely, and Coach Hatch, as we all know, he's not a big fan of behavior like that. Stands on business pretty well. The Eagles wind back up with it. It's Kamon Shaw here on the fast break. Can he deliver and finish? Yes, he can.
No, it's offensive. The outside ref was waiting on the inside, inside being closest to us. What are you going to call? He said, no, it's up to you, the outside ref. The outside ref said, I'm going to call a charge.
All right.
I don't know about that. I thought Stevens actually got there late, and it would have been his second foul. But he apparently got there on time, and what a charge by Stevens.
Real fortunate. Oh, watch it.
Oh, and they're going to say that Jones didn't get across the timeline in time. So that's the Del City press working.
Well, Blackwolf to pass it in right now. He finds McAllister.
Not that long ago, Del City pressing in the first half of the game was unheard of.
Oh, Jaden Johnson for 3. When he gets heated up, it's a problem. You want to keep forcing shots like that. Myshawn Graham. Nice pass to McAllister, and it's going to be out on his fingertips.
Jones got called for a foul there. He should have avoided. That's just not a good foul. McAllister didn't even do a pump fake. There was a great steal by McAllister, by the way, poking that away from Denson. That wasn't even a pump fake. You're just kind of flailing around there, but not intelligently. And that would have been a loose ball for Midwest City. But now Midwest City still has to try to get a stop here. They've had the ball twice to have turned it over before they could get the ball very far.
Jarvis Nash for strong defense on Myshawn Graham. Here goes McAllister. The pass here. It's Shaw for 3. Ooh, he got it. 3 ball for Kamon Shaw. That's brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance.
You know, even though Jaden Johnson had a great three-point shooting game against Midwest City, Kamon Shaw is the more consistent three-point shooter for Del City. And he got going there. Good split.
And Kenyon Brown, no good. Strong rebound there. Watch it.
And he'll be called for a foul.
Oh.
Did they call another technical on a Del City player?
No.
If they did, it's a turnover on Del City and free throws for Midwest City. That's incredible. And I think it may have been Myshawn Graham, maybe, taunting towards Kenyon Brown. Kenyon Brown wasn't even looking that direction. Kenyon Brown rushed the shot. He could have just waited to shoot that.
Graham had bucked at him, or Shaw.
If that's the call, or is a warning? It's a warning.
Yeah, he bucked at him. That's what it was.
It seemed strange to me, but that it would even call a tech. But I guess it was a warning because Brown was not engaged in anything going on.
Yeah. Pass here to Johnson. Myshawn Graham spins. Oh, yeah, he's fouled.
It's Brandon Dixon coming in.
Yep.
Why not a bad gamble, but now Del City's struggling a little early. He's going to get back in this game by getting into the paint and getting to the free throw line. And Midwest City's got to be able to defend without fouling.
These free throws brought to you by Tooney Buys Houses. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046, their number. That is Tooney Buys Houses. And he's good for the second one. So 2 for 2 on those free throws for Myshawn Graham. Jarvis Nash here. One-on-one with Caleb Blackwolf. What a matchup right here. Wouldn't you say? Gonna call a
Sometimes
foul.
Blackwolf's too strong for his own good.
about to probably see Marquise Fleming, the freshman, come in for Caleb Blackwolf. 56 seconds to play here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 12 apiece. Jarvis Nash takes a three. Oh, it's too strong, in and out. Let's see what can happen here. Myshawn Graham puts it up. It's no good. Jaden Johnson, is out of bounds. We're going to say it's on the out of bounds on the Bombers. Believe.
Yeah, Bombers got to play better transition defense than that. It's not a horrible shot by Nash, but the thing is, it becomes a horrible shot if you can't get back.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how open that was, and Del City got a break. They still have the ball.
Myshawn Graham with the pass here to the corner. Jaden Johnson not afraid to shoot that three ball. Oh, and it's no good. It almost looked like it went in. Here we go. Jarvis Nash drives. He's rejected by Kamon Shaw, but Holiday finds a way to come back up with it. The pass here. Sean Denson puts it up. No good. Oh, Jarvis Nash again, making his presence felt. How does he do it? Oh, God, here from the corner. 4-3, Deshaun Benson.
How many times does Jarvis Nash create these shots for his team? It's unbelievable.
It's no good. And that will conclude the first quarter. Boy, did we tell you it was going to be fun? You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
And we are back live here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Jordan Ray and Ray Mayta be on the call with you as we start this second quarter. That first quarter was fun. It was electric. It was hype. And it was full of energy from both sides as Deshaun Denson closed it out with a three.
He's got three of them.
Yes, and along with 9 points, if that tells you anything. All his shots have been three-pointers.
Well, he missed a layup, but that missed layup led to him getting a three.
Come on, Shaw, so fast and strong. How does he do it? He gets it in for two. He had two defenders down there as well.
It looked like he didn't even see the basket when he shot it, but he made it. So,
yeah. This second quarter brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo Wild Wings offers BOGO wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. Catch them at 5500 Tigger Diagonal in Del City, Oklahoma. Deshaun Denson now with the ball, matched up with McAllister. That's a matchup to see all game. Pass to the corner. Here we go. Oh, you can tell that was a little bit off. Holiday gets it in.
They call a loose ball foul on him. Well, Brandon Dixon. By the way, I was a little critical of Brandon Dixon when they played Class and SAS for being a little loose with the ball, not being a little too turnover prone. He played very well within himself as he gets a steal here against Lawton High. I wanted to point that out.
Denson again. Oh, it's no good. In and out, and the ball will go. Oh, it's saved, I thought.
Well, there's Dixon and Johnson, I think, Johnson got tangled up, or was that McAllister? I think it's going to be a loose ball foul in Del City. I think it was Johnson who kind of wrestled Brandon Dixon down. Or no, they're going to say it's out of bounds. There's a foul call I didn't see who was on.
Dixon matched up with Mustin. The pass into traffic. Oh, the ball is just loose, and the Eagles wind up back with it. Tavon Johnson back in the game now. Jaden Johnson stops, finds Tavon. He's matched up with Denson. Let's see what he'll do. He bodies, puts it up, and it's good. Tavon Johnson making his presence felt after getting that tech early in the first quarter.
Yeah, Robert, I complimented Brandon Dixon. He did throw the ball away there, but that's going to happen to a lot of Midwest City Bombers against Dell City.
Oh, McKenzie was trying to get the ball to go somewhere, but it bounced off of the body of Tavon Johnson, I believe.
So Kenyon Brown will come back in. Now he's got to, it's important, when he catches the ball, he's got to shoot it comfortably. Don't rush anything just because, going up against Dell City doesn't mean you're going to get your shot blocked.
Denson loses it. And he has his hands up, and so does Coach Noel. They're both a little confused with what's going on right now.
Hey, just have to be careful around Dell City, especially if it's McAllister guard. You can't just throw careless bounce passes.
Pass to McAllister. He's matched up with Denson. McAllister has not been an offensive threat as of late. Right back to Jaden Johnson. Uh-oh. Yeah, they want to, the fans wanted a double dribble. Sean Denson at the top of the key, matched up with Tavon Johnson. The pass here to the corner. Jarvis Nash drives, puts it up. Oh, Jesus. What a shot, but it won't count. Yeah, Marquise Fleming had fouled him.
Well, Denson had a mismatch on the other end. Him guarding Tavon Johnson's a mismatch. Him being guarded by Tavon Johnson was a mismatch. But
yes, correct.
He passed the ball out. Yeah, he did draw a defender, so I think it was a good basketball play. But I was wondering if he was going to be more aggressive with that.
Kenyon Brown now matched up with Tavon Johnson. The big man on the floor right now. A rebound. Oh, man. Whistles again, and that favors the Eagles.
Denson wants a foul. It'd be called on him after he missed that shot. He rushed that shot. Midwest City has rushed too many shots around the paint. Kenyon Brown's done it now. Denson does it right there.
Oh, man.
They're going to call another foul. So they're going to start racking up fouls early. This could be an issue for them.
I mean, just back to back to back.
McKenzie, you can't give up that sideline. You gave up enough of that sideline to Black Wolf. And so he tried to close that off too late.
Here we are now. Jarvis Nash and Kaman Shaw, and another whistle blown for a foul.
Well, I think you want to, it's not Nash, it's Holloway, and I didn't see what Holloway did. But still, you probably want to try to force Shaw to his right.
Well, these free throws brought to you by Toonie Buys Houses. Kaman Shaw will attempt his second time at the line tonight. He'll miss that one.
He missed it, but that's 4 fouls on Midwest City. Now they cannot play reckless defense now this quarter unless they're okay with sending certain Dell City players to the free throw line because they're now in the penalty.
Shaw looking to up the score, and he does. Makes it a 2-point game now. 17-15 your score. Eagles lead. Mason McKenzie matched up with Jaden Johnson. Off the foot of Shaw.
Yeah, McKenzie or any guard, it's not just McKenzie who might be making these mistakes. You can't just cross the timeline and pick up the ball like that. You are most better off waiting to cross the timeline, seeing what Dell City does.
Right.
If the trap's coming. And
John Denson just puts it up and good right over Jaden Johnson.
He wanted to see if Johnson would buy a pump fake. He didn't, but Johnson kept the ball up, and that was a good shot for him.
Well, here we go. Jarvis Nash making his defensive presence felt. Uh-oh. It looks like he kind of ran with it a little bit. And trying to give it to the corner to John Denson, but nobody home. But it was out of bounds on the Eagles.
I almost rather see Nash try to finish there. You don't want to zero in on Denson too much, even though he's by far the team's leading scorer.
Yes.
11 points of the 17. Actually more than that. I forget he's made some free throws.
Caleb Blackwolf, we'll see. And no good. Marshawn Graham on the rebound. A lot going on right here. And that's Holloway. Jarvis Nash. He got it for 2. Jarvis Nash.
Well, Denson made the mistake, but then he made up for it by forcing Blackwolf to miss that layup. And Midwest City eventually turned that into a layup of their own. What a defensive play by Deshaun.
By Sean Graham with the pass to Shaw for three. He got it! That's come on, Shaw for three. That's brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance, ladies and gentlemen.
In a game like this, Del City needs someone who can hit threes. And that's come on, Shaw. And that's he's matching Denson in scoring enough.
Yeah, he is, and that's going to be a full timeout, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll take a timeout.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
And we're back live here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'd like to shout out our instant replay sponsor, Super Subs. Super Subs has chicken Phillies. Try the deluxe, buffalo, or barbecue chicken. And you'll hear and see more of them throughout this ball game for sure. 20-19 your score. Denson finds Mason McKenzie. He's matched up with Shaw. Ryan Holloway now, one-on-one with Caleb Wolf. Pass down to Brown, right back to the top of the key of Holloway. Defensively, good and strong. Lost the ball twice. Watch it three times. And they won't let it continue.
Why did Ryan Holloway had no reason to wait to pick up that ball?
I'm confused as well.
He thought it would be a turnover if he did or something. No, not if it's deflected from you. That's just not a very intelligent play. He's coming out now maybe because of that.
Yeah, he was.
There's no reason, and now Midwest City loses a jump ball they shouldn't have had to do. They're going to retain possession.
Right.
But next jump ball will now go to Del City because Ryan Holloway just forgot the rules for a moment or something.
He was hesitant to grab the ball three times after losing it, which allowed the Eagles to, again, continue to knock it out.
And another turnover on Denson.
Yep.
We're starting to see the Del City defense really frustrating Midwest City's ball handlers. And this is where you love to have Chance Bubba Davis, and even he's suited up, but apparently Coach Noel does not want to go to him yet.
Yeah, we shall see. Blackwolf, passes it, right inside between two men. Marshawn Graham misses it. Knocks the ball back, and the Bombers end up with it. Deshaun Denson with the pass. Caleb Stevens, now Jarvis Nash. Stops, and he finds Denson again for three. Oh, my goodness. Jesus.
Did he get fouled?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, man.
Goodness.
That's at least two on Tate Johnson, and maybe more. But we know he got technical. I thought he had a loose ball foul, but apparently they didn't announce it. And I'll tell you this, the worst foul you can get, Ray, as a player in high school is a technical. The second worst is fouling a He's done both. He's going to stay in, so two fouls is probably where he's at, and Coach Hatch is okay with keeping him in, but he now needs to start making some more contributions for his team.
Absolutely. Those kind of things will cost you. Blackwolf down to Johnson. Tavon, no good. Misses on that one. Stevens trapped. Finds a man, though. It's Deshaun Denson. He's going to go with a nice bounce pass to Brown. Kenyon misses the shot, though. The Eagles wind up with it. He's going to pass to Jaden Johnson. Johnson puts it up. Strongly contested, and the defense was good enough, causing a miss on his behalf. He loses the ball, but finds a way to get it to McKenzie now. But Deshaun Denson Stops, puts a.
Oh, got it. It counted it.
They counted it. They counted it. Wow.
Let's see that on the Super Subs instant replay. Deshaun Denson is having himself 2 great halves in a row. Second half against Lawton, and this has been tremendous for him.
Oof. Yeah, this is, yeah.
And what he's showing, he does not have to get all the way to the basket where Del City will be able to pound the, pack the paint well.
Exactly.
He does not have to get all the way to the basket to be effective. And what a nice shooter's touch.
Man, he's been an issue all game. It makes all the sense in the world why he received the honor that he did last Friday of getting over 1,000 points.
He's only a junior. He may get 1,000 more.
He just might.
If he has a long, good playoff run this year and next year, that's enough games, I think, for him to get another 1,000 points.
Ooh.
1,000 more, I should say, because it happened earlier in the season. It happened against Duncan. That was weeks ago.
Well, the pass to McAllister, and he finds Shaw for 3. Shaw misses. The Eagles get their own rebound. Shaw puts it back up. What a beautiful shot. No good, though, and he will be fouled.
I think Kenyon Brown will get called for that foul. He should just stay straight up. But this is what Del City does. They're not a fun team to have a lead against. You almost rather trail against them by 2 or 3 points for much of the game.
Yeah.
Because once they start getting down, then they get real feisty, especially on the offensive glass. It's going to lead to some Tootie Bice Houses free throws for Kamon Shaw. But you got to have team rebounding for Midwest City. They actually have done mostly a good job there, but that's one where you saw that Del City was crashing the glass, and Midwest City just didn't have enough able bodies there. Only one point, though, for the Eagles.
He misses his second. Toonie Bice Houses free throw attempt. Caleb Stevens matched up one-on-one with Shaw. He's going to go ahead and take the shot, and for good reason, because he made it.
He's so important to this team. There's no question to me, in my mind, he's the second best shooter, second best shot creator this team has. And he's got to take some pressure off Denson, and a play like that will help a lot.
Caleb Blackwolf, he is going to be fouled.
Kenyon Brown's got he just can't swipe down like that very often.
No.
Now, again, if Del City's not making both free throws, it's not the worst thing in the world, but Kenyon Brown's got to be picking up some fouls now. I don't know how many he's at, but he's got to be, if he has at least 2 because it's the last 2 trips.
2 back-to-back fouls. And Caleb Blackwolf will attempt his Toonie Bice Houses free throws. This is his second trip to the line tonight. Making it a 6-point game.
Del City knows they have a paint advantage against an inside advantage against Midwest City, and they're good at taking advantage of that. When they have some more trouble against other teams that they don't have that advantage on, and they don't try to do it as much, and then they don't have much of an offensive identity at times, does Del City, and their defense makes up for it. In this game, they're going to score some more points because they can attack the paint.
And a whistle called.
It's on Blackwolf. That's at least his second. Or no, they're calling it away from the ball. They're calling McAllister. Now the fouls are evening out pretty much. It's now a penalty situation for Del City. We haven't seen Midwest City commit a foul other than a shot attempt. So they have not sent Del City to the free throw line on anything that would have been because they were in the penalty.
Denson looking for somewhere to go. He finds Stevens. McKenzie. Right back with it again. Steps back. Pumps. Deshaun Denson, you know he's going to try and finish.
Wow.
Trick trying. He made it. He did finish.
With his left hand, too.
He is impressive.
And he was getting double teamed, and he just dribbled around Tavon Johnson to get to the paint. Del City had him wrapped up, and Denson was like, no, I'm getting the basket anyway.
He is such a problem. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Here we are, 23-30. Your score, Maishan, right back to Shaw, who you said is arguably the best shooter on the team. It's going to go out of bounds.
Well, I was about to say, Del City's making a mistake by holding for the last shot because they're such a good offensive rebounding team against Midwest City. Shoot it a little early so you can give yourself a chance at an offensive rebound, even though if you make it, Midwest City would have a chance to turn it the other way. I realize that, but I like giving yourself a chance at an offensive rebound. Now Midwest City will get a shot off. We'll see if it's a good one. They have time for a dribble.
Go to Jarvis Nash, and he's going to be highly off, and that will conclude the first half. It's been fun. It's been memorable. It's been exciting. We're going to go to break as we approach halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, home of the Bombers, where it's 30-23, and the Bombers have the lead over Del City. It was a very fun first half. Ray Matesubby and Jordan Ray on the call, as we are 5 seconds away from getting this ball game back going. Jordan, what are some takeaways from that first half that you think might carry over or could change or be effective here in the second?
Well, I think the fact that Deshaun Denson, I mean, he's the story right now on offense.
Absolutely.
Some of the points he scored, getting his threes, of course, don't surprise me. What's actually impressed me are a couple of times he's driven to the basket and was able to finish with Del City defenders who shut him down. He did not have a good game against Del City in December.
Correct.
And he is correcting that. He didn't have a good game against Lawton High or a good first half. Last game, a good first game against Lawton High didn't have. And he was on fire the second half of that game, and now he's on fire here. It'll be very interesting to see how Del City defends him. If they do anything different.
And hopefully he's able to keep that spark and that fire going. And McAllister finally gets up there. He's been quiet offensively.
Holloway. Oh, what a steal that is.
Uh-oh. Right back there. That's Kaman Shaw for 2.
And that's going to cause Coach Noel to burn a timeout. And that's Kenyon Brown. And you throw that inbounds in, you got to be careful. He's just not very alert right there. Just like that, things change. But what happened is in that basket, those 4 points wouldn't even have happened if McAllister didn't recover the ball that Holloway stripped from him. And that's what Midwest City has to try to do. They got to try to strip Del City because Del City's going to attack the paint, but they got to find a way to get the loose ball. Del City is going to try to utilize their size advantage every possession in this half.
And we are here and sponsoring this third quarter is Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. The Newby Agency is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance agency in Midwest City. Our agency is family owned and operated and has been serving the public for over 40 years now. Their office is located off 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see us at 560 West Boeing Drive at Suite A, or give us a call at 405-733-7671. Uh-oh, a steal by Kaman Shaw. It's all him from there, and he delivers. Kaman Shaw. He has been good for the Eagles tonight.
Again, they're putting Kenyon Brown in a position where he's got to make a decision. He's turned the ball over twice. That's led to easy layups or shots.
29-30 your score. It was just an 8-point ball game. And Ryan Holloway matched up with Myshawn Graham. Graham gets a hand on it, and yep.
So McAllister, he's got a lot of energy saved up from that first half. You know, he did some things, but not a lot of things, and now he's going to try to deny Denson from touching the ball. And that helped create that last turnover and layup for Del City.
Stevens to pass it in now. He better hurry. He does get it. Oh, goodness. And
I think that's on Blackwolf. That's got to be at least his third.
Yeah, but it is on him. And he's talking to Deshaun McAllister in confusion.
You know, every time Caleb Blackwolf commits a foul, he definitely disagrees with it, and I don't blame him. His fouls are never that blatant.
Yeah. And Mason McKenzie's good on his first.
So that's a big counter development. This has been Del City's quarter so far. But if Midwest City can get Caleb Blackwolf out, that's huge because he's one of those guys who can really attack the paint because his strength is unmatched by anyone from Midwest City.
He's a problem. He is strong. He attacks the rim. Does not care what or who is near him. He's going to get his. He's matched up with Holloway. McAllister finds Shaw. Shaw, oh my goodness. Oh, rejected there by McKenzie. Lines up back with it. The pass here to the corner. It's Graham for 3. Can he deliver? No, he can't. Too strong offside. Blackwolf. No, he can't deliver. And out of bounds. But
how'd the Bombers get that ball without giving up a basket? That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's not amazing is Michon Graham missed that shot. His outside shooting just has not been good for Del City. You watch him shoot, you know he's got the skills to be a good shooter.
Correct.
Just hasn't developed yet this season. Doesn't mean it won't. There's still time.
Yep, absolutely. Michon Graham, he is a senior. And there's plenty of basketball left to be played. That's a three, and it's good by DeMario Jones.
Any points you get from your bench, or especially someone other than Denson, that's bonus.
Again.
Graham wide open.
Oh, and it might be for good reason at this point. They don't really fear it.
Well, it wasn't on purpose, but it worked out.
Yeah, it did. And DeMario Jones, that might be enough for him to start feeling himself. And we'll see how it plays out. Ryan Holloway has had an issue all night holding on to that basketball. Oh, and he finishes with a dunk. It's Michon Graham.
This will be Del City's first timeout.
It'll be full timeout, I believe.
Midwest City.
That had to be Del City's timeout.
Yeah, Del City's timeout.
The PA announcer got a little confused. It's a full one, though.
Yep, it's a full one. We'll be back here. And you're watching the Midday Basketball on Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Mates-Hubby and Jordan Ray here with you as the Bombers will have possession. Jarvis Nash will look to pass it in. That would be Mason McKenzie.
Yeah, but you were mentioning Holloway struggles, and that's what Nash was coming in for. So Coach Noel was doing kind of the thing you were talking about.
Yep. Jarvis Nash has had, Ryan Holloway has had trouble holding on to the ball tonight. And it's been effective. And some of it has resulted in points. Sean Denson matched up with McAllister. This is the matchup we all want to see. Here we go for three again. He finally misses, and it's rebounded. Oh, and they're going to call a jump ball.
Well, that's not a great three by most players. You understand why Denson shot it. He tried to draw a foul. I don't think it was a foul. But thanks to Kenyon Brown forcing a jump ball, the Bombers will retain possession.
Yep.
But I think Denson kind of forced it because he hasn't been touching the ball a whole lot because, McAllister's trying to stop him.
And that was a real tight defense here by the Eagles. The pass here to Jarvis Nash in the corner. Oh, it's no good for Jarvis Nash. Michon Graham, let's see what he can pull out of his pocket. And he delivers. Oh. Coach Hatchett doesn't like the call.
Big charge call.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to be because I don't know if that was Jones who drew it for Del City, but whoever it was a little deep under the basket from our perspective, but we're on the opposite side of the court.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell how deep he really was there. Look, I'm he's catching that, though. This is tough.
They're going to give it to Jones,
But
down to McKenzie. Jarvis Nash. It's a nice bounce pass here to Kenyon Brown, and he delivers for two.
I was complimenting Kenyon Brown when I interviewed Coach Neal about how efficient he was in finishing. He has not had a good shooting night tonight, but maybe that's the type of play that will get him back to having a good shooting night.
McAllister finds Tavon Johnson, and Kenyon Brown not happy with the call.
His third, so never mind if that's his third. He has to sit out for a bit.
No.
But you just got to be careful when you have your hands anywhere around where the action's taking place, especially if you're in foul trouble. Try to keep your hands away from that.
37-31 in your score.
I didn't love the call, though, there either. So
Yeah.
the last two
I
foul
agree.
calls in that area on Brown and on Michon Graham, I'm not
Definitely could have
not
lived without
loving.
it.
So Brandon Dixon will come in. He's basically going to be the backup 5 for Midwest City. Not McKenzie, who plays the 5 defensively a lot. So Dixon or McKenzie, whoever is guarding Tate Johnson, is going to give up a lot of size.
Absolutely.
And this is where you got to really box out if you're Midwest City.
And the pass to Maishawn Graham. He finds Black Wolf. A 3-ball from Shaw, and that is.
Oh, McKenzie's out of foul. See, McKenzie wasn't expecting an air ball, but this is where rebounding becomes important. You don't get a rebound, and look what happens. It's still a team foul, but then McKenzie gets a personal, and you can't lose him.
37-31, still your score. 4:09 to play in the third. Anytime these two teams play,
it'll be intense.
Yeah, and it's always a lot of whistles.
2 years ago, Midwest City had a horrible record, but that game at Del City was intense. There were 2 trash-talking technicals in that game.
You remember when the Bombers had won off that missed free throw in Del City?
Last year's game in Del City, yeah.
That was crazy.
That was crazy ending, crazy after the game.
Yeah.
Jump ball will stay with Del City, but again, Midwest making some good defensive plays. Oh, we have a technical on McKenzie.
There we go. It's just
no, or is it Nash?
Yeah. It was Jarvis Nash, and Deshaun Denson is telling him basically to calm down, get your mind right.
Well, that's a huge deal right there. Nash, they need to keep Nash on the court as long as they can.
And the referee is very animated with Coach Noel right now and explaining why the tech was called.
We had quite a few techs in the last game these teams played.
I just read his lips, the official. He said, I told you 3 times to Jarvis Nash.
Well, that will do it. If you get a warning, you need to listen to the ref when they gives you a warning.
Oh, yeah. The official's fed up with Coach Noel right now.
Well, Coach Noel got technical against Del City, too. You don't want another one.
Nope. He calmed down. It's the official. He's pretty up there.
I don't know if Noel's actually calmed down yet or not. Coach Bradley Reese came over there for a bit to talk to him.
He did. He did have to hold him back a little bit. Well, they converted on one of their free throw attempts, which were brought to you by Toonie Buys Houses, making it a 5-point ball game. 3:45 to play here in the third quarter. Shaw for 3. Oh, he's no good. Rolls off the rim. Jones. Oh, yeah. Eagles fans don't like it. Jarvis Nash stops with a pass to McKenzie. He's trying to find somewhere to go, and he loses control, and a whistle is blown.
But what you'll see after a technical is the refs will call things more tightly.
Very true.
So we'll see if the fouls start to rack up on both teams. They want to have control of refs, especially when you're going to see more fans get unruly too. That's a big call. I tell you, McAllister, the thing is that when you're a physical defender, you're going to you're going to play as physical as you're allowed to. And McAllister has been allowed to play very physical off-the-ball defense on Deshaun Denson this quarter, and this is the first time he's really gotten called for that. But I've been watching that some. He has made it really tough for Deshaun Denson to move.
Yeah.
And he's done it without anything that was a clear foul, nothing like holding. But you can still commit a foul without holding if there's enough contact. And McAllister will now come out. I'm guessing he's in foul trouble. That is huge as well.
Yes.
No one's going to be able to defend Denson like McAllister except maybe Caleb Blackwolf, and Caleb Blackwolf's in foul trouble.
Exactly, which you did mention a little bit earlier in the third, how Midwest City can take advantage of trying to get him out the game, and he just returned after sitting for several minutes, being in foul trouble.
So some more Toonie Buys Houses free throws. I think we're going to have a lot more. Well, we have a lot more threes, though.
Yeah, we will see. Jaden Johnson. Stouts puts it up, and it is good. He's been quiet offensively tonight, but he gets something going right there.
Yes, he has. That's a big basket because Middle-City's getting that momentum.
The pass here, nice pass. Oh, my goodness. He carried him on his shoulders for a little bit. Whole lot of butt on his shoulder.
It looked like that foul was on the floor, but it doesn't matter because it's a penalty. But if that is, then that teaches McKenzie you got to make sure you're going up for a shot when you get fouled like that. But again, because it's a penalty, so it doesn't matter. So it's more Toonie Bice-House's free throws. Like I said, McKenzie, I mentioned he's not a guard, but he's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
He's playing more like a guard this year than he did last year.
Remember, at the end of the Lawton game, they had him come in just so he could get fouled and go to that free throw line.
And then we do that. We jinx him.
Yes, we did. We apologize, Bomber fans. 40-34 your score now. The pass to Kaman Shaw, who has been Del City's high point when it comes to offense tonight. He scored most of their points. Pass to Johnson, who's still trying to get some things going and get some fire going with him. Myshawn Graham, who's missed a couple of gimme three-pointers. Here we are again for another one. Oh, he misses again. Jarvis Nash on the rebound. Stops, pulls up, and it's just no good. Trying to get it over Tavon Johnson. Jarvis Nash almost got it back just about. Uh-oh, turnover. No, I lied. The pass to Tavon Johnson. Tavon.
What's the call? The ref was about to move like it was an offensive call. Now it's going to be blocking. Boy, a couple of almost steals there for Midwest City. That would have been the layup for sure. Instead, Denson gets called for a foul. I think that's his second. He hasn't come out.
He has not came out.
Now, he has not gotten open for a three-point shot. He's attempted one contested three this quarter, so he has been slowed down.
And Tavon Johnson converts the first of his pair of Toonie Bice-House's free throws. He's seen the line for the line for his second time tonight. Free throw line, and a minute 55 to play here in the third. He's 2 for 2.
That's big. Who will go 2 from the free throw line? McKenzie went 1 of 2. Johnson goes 2 for 2, so Del City's getting a little bit closer now.
Dixon matched up with Jaden Johnson. Got some separation for a little
Nice.
bit. Uh-oh, a three ball from McKenzie, and it's no good. He gets his own rebound, but he makes it. That is Mason McKenzie for 2.
Credit Brandon Dixon for finding a cut into Mario Jones. Good look from McKenzie from 3, but then he followed his miss.
And then Johnson with the pass to Shaw again. Oh, he just continues to miss now. And Caleb Black, oh, wow, the defense there made his presence felt. Tavon Johnson loses the ball. It's a lot going on. He got poked in the eye. Jarvis Nash finishes for 2.
He's a lot better finishing from the wing than he is straight up. He showed that the last 2 possessions, but really good finish there. I'm surprised Del City has not gone in the paint much. They're selling for threes. It's a 3-2 zone for Midwest City. That's not really a great zone against a team that attacks the paint. If you want to, it's there. Del City has not really done that much this quarter.
Yeah, playing a 3-2. Yeah, that's very much true. Here we go for 3. It's good! And when he gets on fire, that's a problem. Jaden Johnson from the corner.
Well, as I say that, they do work a 3-point shot from a guy you want shooting, Jaden Johnson. So it worked there. We'll see if they can keep getting him open looks.
Jones drives, puts it up.
That's on Jones.
Oh, yeah. No.
You can't make it that obvious. If you're gonna clear with your offhand, you got to do it for like a split second. He held that position clearing with his right hand, for like 3 seconds.
It was yeah.
You're just making it so obvious.
Marion Turner with the pass to Kaman Shaw. And they're sticking to that 3-2 zone that you talked about.
Well, now they got to think about Shaw and Johnson, Jaden Johnson.
Shaw with a pass to Tavon Johnson. Tavon, oh my goodness, for 3. Oh, and it's no good. Trying to end the third quarter. And we're going to go to break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we will start the 4th. You're watching Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to those of you just joining us. Ray Tubby and Jordan Ray on the call. Fourth quarter is starting up, which is brought to you by Louis. Louis, we're in your neighborhood. Catch them at 6007 Southeast 15th Street in the Midwest City, Oklahoma. That is Louis, our fourth quarter sponsor.
So again, no break for Denson, and when Nash enters the game, he doesn't come out unless we get to halftime, and he doesn't start out the game. But
yeah,
unless they're in foul trouble, I don't think either one's coming out. It's important for the other, and McKenzie as well. The other two players. Oh,
Jesus!
What type of? And this will be Jaden Johnson there.
Yep.
Without any clock running down. But that's how Del City's going to defend you in the fourth quarter. So we need to talk about Del City in the fourth quarter when they're trailing. They're unbelievably tough on defense.
I mean, you're talking about it, and you just saw it right there from Jaden Johnson.
And it forced a turnover because you saw DeMario Jones just speed up. He wanted a backdoor pass that wasn't there. Jarvis Nash did not have a lane for a backdoor pass. That's on DeMario Jones right there.
The pass here, Black Wolf. He's matched up with Jones. Finds Maishawn Graham. Finds Turner. Now he goes to Tavon Johnson. Oh, yeah, the travel. I think they're going to call it on Tavon Johnson.
Wow. I thought he may have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
But, again, we're far away from that.
Yeah.
So, again, Del City, just think about some of the games we've had on the network. On the Titan Classic, they were down, I think, like 17 points in the first half to Edmond North. Lost by 2. Similar event to Collinsville earlier that day. Both Lawton High games, they turned a deficit in the fourth quarter into a lead in both. They ended up losing the first one.
Denson again for 3. Oh, Deshaun Denson again. Somebody better stop him. Bobby Lewis Insurance three-pointer.
So it's important when the Del City defense is suffocating you. If you have an opening, you got to take it and make it. And the Bombers have the right guy for that in Mr. Denson.
Don't let him run away with the lead. If you recall last Friday, the Bombers were down 12 to the Wolverines, and they came back and won that game. Oh, Maishawn Graham, it has been a struggle on offense for him. One to forget. Jaden Johnson has a look, and the 3, and he's good again. When he gets on fire, he's a problem. Mason McKenzie passes it here to DeMario Jones, who had a 3-ball earlier. Dixon, nice pass to McKenzie. And he's good.
I got to say, Brandon Dixon, again, I've been critical of him before. He's made good decisions with the basketball this game.
Maishawn Graham slows it down, passes it to Turner. Turner loses it. No, out of bounds.
He saved
Dixon. Are we going to see it? No, we're not. He puts it up, though, for 2.
You don't see teams go on runs against Del City when they have the lead. Del City in the fourth quarter. Del City turns on the screws in the fourth quarter. It's Midwest City turning on the screws right now. I'm surprised.
And that has been his night. Maishawn Graham.
Yeah, he's just not confident in his outside shot.
Nah.
And he probably should stop for the moment and look to get in the paint.
Absolutely. Which has been tough for him as well. Here we go, Jaden Johnson. See what he can do. Mason McKenzie is down there. Puts it up and good. And 1. 3-point play for Jaden Johnson.
He's really put it in there now. Another monster game for Jaden Johnson against Midwest City.
He's heating up. I believe that was on, is that Mason McKenzie?
Should be. No one else was really there. So DeMario Jones will check back in again. Everyone else is how you handle the pressure with the ball. In that case, Jarvis Nash was a little too reckless with it, and when you miss a shot like that, at least a transition on the other end. One thing that Moosey's got to make up their mind they're going to avoid is bad transition defense.
We're going to get a timeout called. Be a 30-second one, so we'll stay here with you.
So, again, more about Del City in the fourth quarter of games they're trailing. Lawton High, I think they were down 9 at home to Lawton High. Came back and had the lead, then lost on a last-second 3. Lawton MacArthur, they were down 4 early in the fourth. Won by like 14. And I can go on. Again, the Lawton High game at Lawton, they were down 7, about 2 minutes to go. Came back and won in regulation. So they kind of live on the edge. They will they'll play close games, and with their defense, they will turn the game around quickly because they can just apply more pressure than the other team is used to. Will we start to see that here? We are seeing that with how they're running with the ball. Middle City's transition defense has got to get better. Will Del City force more live ball turnovers, or can Midwest City keep scoring?
So many questions. They have 5 minutes and 39 seconds to answer them.
Oh, there we go. There's that defense I'm talking about.
That's it.
I'm surprised Midwest City does not send more players to help. Denson had to throw that ball to nowhere because he was afraid of a 5 count. I'm surprised Midwest City does not send more help, send more players. You're only trying to get 2 open in that situation.
Tavon Johnson matched up with McKenzie. Myshawn Graham with the pass here to Jaden Johnson. Well, stops, pulls up, and rolls in and out. Myshawn Graham on the rebound. Tavon Johnson gets it.
And that's the other thing Del City does. They will pound the offensive glass. So if they're not shooting well, they'll figure something out. We're going to see a sub for Midwest City. They haven't played him in all this game or last game.
No, last game. Yep. Correct.
That is an interesting move because I think Stevens coming out may be in foul trouble. No, he's not supposed to come out. Now I got confusion here. Son's supposed to come in for someone else. Again, is that going to help? How's that going to help you with your press break? That's key here. So DeMario Jones will come back in. They need to find 5 guys who can be poised with the basketball.
And those free throws again brought to you by Toonie Buys Houses.
So Jones comes in for Stevens. It's more like a technicality now as they're both coming in.
Uh-oh.
But McKenzie and Stevens out, that's big. And again, your coach Noel does not want to bring in Chance Bubba Davis.
Man.
So this is going to be a tough group to close with. And now Del City will have even more shooting with Kaman Shaw, who was really good in the first half.
Yes. And Jaden Johnson, who has fired up a little bit for the Eagles as well. The rebound, though, is made by Sutton.
Oh, he left Denson wide open.
Deshaun Denson, nice trap. Goes down to Sutton. Has Jarvis Nash wide open at top of the key. Jarvis Nash for 3. And that is brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance.
Big reply. You got to make those open shots because you're not going to get that many against Del City.
Not at all. He doesn't take a whole lot of those. Jaden Johnson, he's no good. Caleb Blackwell puts it up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
They got no one who can box them out. Jones gets the foul. DeMario Jones. I don't know if it was Jones or another player tried to strip Black Wolf, but Black Wolf's got such strong hands. You just got to try to find a way to keep your hand on that ball to keep him from at least getting a shot up, so at least it's a 2-shot foul and not an and one.
54-48, Black Wolf. And he is good for that. Toonie Buys Houses free throw attempt. And that 3-point play is successful.
So Del City trap at some point here.
This is DeMario Jones. He finds Ryan Holloway, who we have not seen since early in the third quarter.
We're letting Midwest City pass the ball around the perimeter right now.
Three ball again. Oh, it's in and out. Shot that, and out of bounds. They're going to say it is going to be on. Yep, it's going to be on the Bombers. Jarvis Nash.
Do the Bombers keep going zone, or do they go with a man because of the shooting that Del City now has with Jaden Johnson and Shaw? They're going to stay with that zone.
Down to Tavon Johnson. And he is going to find Jaden Johnson here for the three. Everybody on their feet. Oh, he missed it. Trying to go, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Jaden Johnson was hot, but he's missed his last three.
See, defensive rebounding just a struggle. When you play in zone, it's a 3-2 zone. That's not a good defensive rebounding zone to begin with. And then you got Del City's size, and you got guys like Black Wolf and Tavon Johnson. It just makes it even harder.
Tavon spins, puts it up, and he's fouled. He has a chance for a three-point play. He has been familiar with that free throw line all second half.
See, when you bring in an inexperienced player like Aiden Sutton, it's a recipe for something like that, biting on a pump fake.
Right. And you're right. This might be a very tough group to close with if you're the Bombers.
Yeah, I think fouls are dictating that. Well, how long before they bring some of their regulars back in?
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be long. Oh, and out of bounds, off the foot. Oh, man, the Eagles fans are so upset right now. And Hatchett knows it. He's smiling, though.
Yeah, Caleb Blackwolf. Every time he argues with the ref, I can't help but think he's probably right.
Yeah, tonight it's been interesting for him. Here we go. Jarvis Nash with the pass. And it's good by Aiden Sutton.
Give him credit. That's not an easy shot when you're not going to use the backboard. You got to keep scoring for Midwest City. They're doing just a little bit of that. But can they get a stop?
Yep, pass to Jaden Johnson. He's going to step back a little bit. He's matched up one-on-one, and whistle's blown.
Timeout, I think. We're away from the ball.
Yeah. So many whistles.
Could not have been a...
Marshawn Graham is going to the locker room. No, he's going to go to see the trainer.
Was that an incidental whistle or something? There's no way there's a foul. And there's not a timeout. That's a weird one. But that does allow both teams to make subs.
Yeah. Marshawn Graham did have to come out. He's hurt over there.
Well, that may have been it. May have been like an injury whistle.
Yeah, he had to go see the trainer. Strong pass from Tavon Johnson, but Jaden Johnson came up with it. The pass to Kamon Shaw. Down to Tavon. He's matched up with that's Aiden Sutton. Kamon Shaw for a deep three. Ooh, he misses it. Hasn't been hot since the first half, really.
They're going to Del City, I thought a jump ball was going to happen, but Del City got a timeout in.
Yeah, we're going to call a timeout. That's 30 seconds. We're going to stay right here with you.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what that was, but
it's 30.
An interesting foul situation. Again, a problem for Midwest City that hasn't really come back to bite them yet. They got 4 team fouls. It's similar to the third quarter, and that they're getting the fouls because they have to defend a bigger team.
Right.
So this is going to be the matchup here. The interesting part about this matchup, can Midwest City get stops in the paint? They just have not been able to get that defensive rebound or steal. Del City hasn't shot well, though, so they haven't taken full advantage of it yet. And Midwest City, on the other hand, has shot just well enough to keep Del City from getting within a score with a possession here. But, with 3:07 left, that's an eternity for Del City. They can make up a 10-point lead pretty quickly. They showed it against Lawton High.
Caleb Blackwolf. Oh, what a nice play by Caleb Blackwolf. And they're inching closer to having their first lead since the first quarter. The pass here to Stevens. He finds Denson. At this point, he just, goodness gracious, I thought he had it again.
Yeah, that's just a Sutton with a, I don't know if that's really a good call either. I don't think Shaw's surprised by it, but Shaw is going to have the free throw line with a chance to give or to tie the game. So we're going to see Kenyon Brown come in. He just now Coach Will starting to go with more players experienced players now and just not worry about foul trouble. Well, Mason McKenzie, there he is.
Yep, yeah. So you'll see Aiden Sutton come out more than likely, as well as
probably Jones.
DeMario Jones, I'd assume. And there's one.
Got Sweeney buys houses, free throws to tie.
Yep. And no, it'll be
Stevens.
I
think you need Stevens on offense, but we'll see.
They like Jones, and he's done his work tonight. Oh, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound is there, offensive rebound. Caleb Blackwolf does it again, and they take the lead for the first time since the first. DeMario Jones passes it to Kenyon Brown. Right back to Denson. Wide open is Nash. Jarvis Nash. It's in and out, no good. Jaden Johnson, here we go. Puts it up, and he rolls it in for two.
Transition defense for Midwest City. That's been the worst part of this.
There's a lane for McKenzie. Puts it up, and he's good. Cuts the lead within two.
What a finish.
Excuse me. Absolutely. He saw that lane. He got there on Tavon Johnson. Jarvis Nash messed up with Shaw now. Whistle's blown.
Is that timeout or is it a foul? I think it's a offensive foul. It's foul on Nash. We got a technical. That technical looms large.
Yeah, he does. As you said, the refs will start calling things a little tighter after those checks become a thing. And Kamon Shaw, who's been all too familiar with the free throw line tonight as well, makes it a 2-point ball game.
Blackwell's not going to be around for this shot if it's missed. I'm surprised. Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't need him anyway. 61-58 your score. We are now officially under 2 minutes to play. How will this ball game end? Will it be the Bombers on a 2-game win streak and revenge tour, or will the Eagles have their number again this season? Here we are. Shaw, pass to Blackwolf. Caleb, it's no good.
What a play by Denson.
Deshaun Denson, here's a problem. Mason McKenzie, one-on-one with McAllister, slows it down.
Probably a good call there. I thought he might attack, but he's right-handed. I guess the great defender wouldn't have worked, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Screen set up. Jones gonna dump it off to Jarvis Nash. Nash has the lane, doesn't take it. McKenzie with the pass to Denson, who's messed up with Jaden Johnson. Oh, the screen is set. Deshaun Denson drew the foul. And he'll go to the line for two. It's been a minute since a Bomber has been at the free throw line.
It's also been a minute since Midwest City's called a timeout. They now have more timeouts than Del City, so I'm wondering when will Coach Noel decide to use one to try to do something different on defense or different on offense.
Yeah.
Set up a play on offense. Or set up something on defense. I'm surprised Caleb Stevens is not in, but I guess he just hasn't been consistent enough for Coach Noel's liking.
And Hatchett's going to get DeMario Turner, another defensive presence.
Well, in for he's kind of coming in for offense right now, I guess. Well, he doesn't do much on offense, but
yeah.
I guess it's because Coach Hatchett rightfully views McAllister as a defense or a free throw liability.
Yeah, Maishan Graham is not in the game. We haven't seen him.
Wow.
Oh Lord, that'll cost you.
Not something to see for Bitsmuch, although he did miss. He went 1 of 2 his last trip to the free throw line against Lawton High.
And he's good that time. At least he got one, making it a 2-point game. Kamon Shaw. Who's going to win? Who's going to finish? How will the Eagles finish? How will the Bombers finish? We'll find out now because we are officially inside 1 minute. 50 seconds left to play. Foul.
Oh! Foul off the ball with Denson. I think he fouled Graham.
And there they go.
They didn't want that, obviously, but no, it's Shaw shooting.
Yeah, he has been at the line a lot this quarter. this half, actually. Woo, they loud now. And he's good for his first one. Tony buys out his free throws. And this is exactly how the Bombers really got away with the lead against the Wolverines on Friday, was free throws. Late in the game, under 30 seconds, free throws made the lead within 4 to 5, and the Wolverines were not able to capitalize in time. Deshaun Denson draws a foul, and he'll go back to the line.
And because he's getting to the free throw line, that may be one reason why Coach Noel's not using a timeout yet, because you can set up your defense after free throws. So Brandon Dixon will probably be coming in order to foul.
And it's good for the first one.
And maybe for Denson. No. Oh, for Kenyon Brown. So they'd also be for more speed on the press or whatever you're going to do. I would be shocked if they don't try to trap and press. You got to think, who do you want to foul here?
Absolutely.
Maybe Graham, or not, Graham's not in. Black Wolf, maybe.
And you convert.
Tay Johnson.
Ooh, those were clutch free throws, Jordan. Demarion Turner. Caleb Black Wolf passes it to Johnson. The pass to Shaw. Right back to Turner. This is going to be interesting. Yep. And we got a timeout called. Giving it to the Eagles. That'll be a full timeout, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go take a break and take one with them. When we come back, it'll be an electrifying finish. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
And we're back live here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Ray Maytubby and joining Ray on the call for what should be a very interesting finish. 21 seconds to play in this ball game. Here we go. Marion Turner to pass it to Jaden Johnson. He's matched up with Mario Jones. Oh, he loses the basketball. Here we go. Jarvis Dash. If anybody can do it, it's him. And he does! Jarvis Dash for two. He ties it. We got a tie game here in Midwest City. Johnson goes down. 3 seconds left. He could be the savior.
Dixon! No timeout. I think a timeout was called.
Wow. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Timeout called.
I'm amazed that Coach Noel has held on to this timeouts as long as he has.
Yeah. Wow.
He still has two. He may use one more if he doesn't like what he sees on Del City for defense. But they're going to add, as you can see, because what you're looking at is the official time left, and they've moved it up to 2 seconds. And I think they're going to throw it in near the scorer's table. Don't forget, I don't know if you ever saw them play yet, Ray, but a week ago, Lawton High, or Del City beat Lawton High in a similar situation. They ran a backdoor pick for Mashawn Graham that worked to perfection. I don't see that Midwest City running that type of play, but obviously you're going to see how they defend Denson and try to get him the ball and then see if someone else gets open. because of how Del City's making it hard for Denson. The other thing you have to be careful for if you're Del City is fouling, but I say that only 3 team fouls for Del City. They only make it 2 6/10. So Del City could foul Denson. They can get away with being frisky against Denson, and it wouldn't be free throws. So Blackwolf is going to check him now. I don't know if Blackwolf can get away with a foul. I don't know.
Put more time back on the clock as well.
Yeah, Midwest City has to realize you got time for 2 dribbles.
Here we go.
You also have timeouts. Both coaches have timeouts. Del City only one, but they wouldn't have. Coach Hatchett would not hesitate to use it here if he feels like he needs to, because he just wants to get to overtime.
Somebody has the opportunity to be a hometown hero. Well, we're going to overtime. Here we go. Oh, there it is again.
So they ran the action for the seat. Basically, Denson went from right corner to left corner. I should say left corner to right corner.
Well, I'm sure.
And I guess Coach Noel just wanted to see how he would defend that, and then call another timeout. He still has one more.
Yep.
So it should be 1-1 timeouts. Again, this is more time for some coach, probably Hatchett, but maybe someone else for Del City to say, hey, we can foul as long as it's not the act of shooting. Now, you don't worry about that if you foul before the pass is thrown. Once the pass is thrown, then you worry about fouling in the act of shooting. But if you time it right, there's an art to it, you could probably do it. I just don't know how much he thinks about that or not. But it is something. It is interesting here. So
yeah, it is.
I don't know if Del City will use that foul to give.
Well,
but if you're Midwest City, you don't think about the fact they have a foul to give. You just run your play. And again, they still have 1 timeout. It's on the scoreboard. It's 2, but it should be down to 1 now.
You can imagine who they want to take this final shot.
Right. It's still going to be Caleb Blackwolf on Deshaun Denson.
Yeah. Interesting, and for good reason. You can only imagine why.
Same type of play.
And they're trying to give it to, here we go. Oh! I blocked it! But what are they going to call it?
Let's see that replay here.
Oh!
Do we have it? Do we have a replay? Looks like we're in overtime. Nothing.
Oh.
Looks like we got overtime.
Yep.
What a block. I didn't see, was that
by Sean Graham?
That's Graham, okay. Well, he made an athletic inbounds play.
How did he do it?
On offense, and now he makes it on defense. I didn't think Nash had enough time left to shoot it.
Wow.
If he didn't have enough time to shoot it, you could say no shot. I don't think it's going to be goaltending, but
no, yeah, I agree.
Were they conferring like it was?
Oh, wow.
No, they're going to set to 4-minute overtime.
All right. Wow. What a game.
So,
what a game. Jarvis Nash and all the people. It would have been him. Wow.
I would have been upset if I was Coach Hatchett that shot even would have counted. Because it seemed like Kenyon Brown held the ball for a long time. Now what's interesting here is, again, DeMario Jones is the guy finishing, not Caleb Stevens. Doesn't mean we won't hear from Caleb Stevens. Also, no McAllister for Del City. Interestingly enough, Turner is finishing the game. We haven't seen that a lot.
And the Eagles wind up with it. Yes, I mean, he's just everywhere, isn't he? Goodness gracious.
Now, how do you keep Del City off the offensive glass? One way is to force a turnover. First time in a while we've seen Middle City go man.
There's a whole lot of people in here sweating and nervous. This ball game can go either way. Oh,
there's
a turnover. That's Deshaun Denson. He's going to put it up, and it's gotta be good. Deshaun Denson for 2.
How did he get to that spot where he can even shoot it with his left hand? And he's right-handed, just unbelievable.
It is.
And how does he still have energy? He doesn't come out of the game.
Nothing about him is seeming to make sense. Like Coach Noel said on Friday, you can't coach it. The pass back to Shaw. Come on, Shaw puts it up. It's no good.
It's a call.
Oh, Bomber fans not liking it. And neither is the bench. Someone's going to the line.
Well, McKenzie, I think, was too deep under the basket.
Come on, Shaw has made a living at that free throw line in this second half. I keep saying it. And they keep fouling him. See if he can convert. He does on his first one.
That's the one you want. If you miss the second, you got Caleb Blackwolf there.
Yes.
We'll see Caleb Stevens come back in. And Kenyon Brown's got to realize he may be taller than Blackwolf, but strength-wise, it's going to be tough. He's got to stay with him. Good box out. Good box out by Kenyon Brown.
And Deshaun Denson matched up with Caleb Blackwolf. Oh, and a whistle called. It's going to be on.
Well, I don't know where that is for Caleb, but it's not going to be free throws for Deshaun. I think he's out. That's huge. Or no, the buzz. We talked about this Friday. The buzzer sounded. So
they're saying 2-4.
That would mean, that's being his number. That they're saying, I think he's fouled out the scorer's table. Hatchett's saying it's 4.
Hatchett's smiling.
Which means he's probably going to get his way. Not sure.
Yeah,
Stevens will replace McKenzie.
Yeah.
So it is 4 on Caleb Blackwolf. I don't know why the buzzer sounded then.
Yeah.
Fourth team foul. It should go down on Del City. They haven't updated that yet, but so that's where the foul to give comes in handy. If they get a stop, you appreciate the fact that they had the foul to give if you're a Del City fan, because that should be otherwise it'd be 2 free throws for Denson, who will now be checked by Michon Graham.
Pass in from Caleb, and he gives it to Jones. Jones now matched up with Turner, trying to find a lane. Stops, gives it to Deshaun Denson. Michon Graham on him now. Michon, who saved this ball game. Oh, he misses. It's rebounded by Brown and jump ball, yeah. Stevens will again pass it in here. Boy, what a ball game. He better hurry. Finds Deshaun Denson, who's matched up with Tavon Johnson.
Wow.
And he gets it over Tavon Johnson. Goodness gracious.
He posted him up.
Yeah,
like
he did.
Like Johnson was a smaller player.
Yeah.
And again, the way he finishes with his left hand is just incredible.
That's a 3-point ball game now. The Eagles can't let this lead get any larger. Time is not their friend, but there still is plenty of time. Marion Turner, he hasn't left the game much of the fourth quarter. Three, it is good. He tied it. Come on, Shaw.
Caleb Blackwolf should have gotten the ball there, but no, because come on, Shaw picked a good time to come up with a big three. He's had his moments too this season from 3-point range.
Jarvis Nash stops, puts it up, and it rolls off the rim. Caleb Blackwolf with the spin. He passes to Shaw again. Oh, come on, and he's going to go down for the foul. Lord have mercy, he loves that free throw line, drawing all these fouls. And I think that's DeMario Jones who's down. Yep, he's struggling to get up. Oh, yeah, he needs help. Medical attention right now.
Yeah, signaling to the trainer. If he's in enough pain, you don't want him in the game. You need someone who can move.
And they haven't taken him out.
Well, because they can't take him off the floor right now because he's hurt. So I think Shaw will be shooting free throws. Brandon Dixon will check in. They got McKenzie still available, I believe. Bombers have 3 timeouts, Del City 2. I think what you want for Midwest City, regardless of what happens at the free throw line, the Toonie Vice houses free throws as Jones gets up, so he's hobbling. He's going to come out.
Man.
Is if anyone else who shoots needs to have a good rhythm shot other than Denson. You try to get to Denson again if there's overplay. Maybe someone else can get a good shot, but Jarvis Nash has played a well of a game. He's got to finish.
Shaw on the line for Delaware City.
Anything else he shoots, because this is a game where one bad possession can just reverse everything.
Everything. It has been made clear all ball game. 67-67, we're all tied. Shaw converts on his first. Man. I'd say he'd be the Eagles player of the game.
I was thinking about that. There's
from their respective side.
2 or 3 good candidates.
Yep. And then for the Bombers, well, we know who that is.
Same old, but that's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Caleb Stevens, who hasn't played at all in this overtime. Yep.
Now I have timeout.
Yep.
Midwest City.
They're going to call that?
They want a 30. I don't know if they have a 30 left. It's all full for them, I would think. But
yeah, he's calling it a 30 right now.
I guess he can make it a 30, I think.
Oh. Or not.
So just to remind people what's at stake, it's going to be a 60, but Coach Noel still have it like a 30. He'll have his tunnel.
Yeah.
What's at stake is Del City wants to stay number 1 in the district, which they can with a win. But if they lose, I believe Lawton High's won their game. I'm going to double check against Class SAS. We don't have a score that's updated, but last I checked, they were up double digits. So if Lawton High held on to beat Class SAS and Midwest City came back and won, Del City would now be tied with Lawton High and be in second place. So it's basically first or second place, and you figure after this night, between Del City and Lawton High, they both control their own destiny and would figure to win out, more than likely. You would think they would win out, both of them. Midwest City has to beat John Marshall no matter what to get up to the 3 seed.
Absolutely.
But if they win this game, they just have to worry about beating John Marshall. If they lose this game, they probably need to make it a priority to beat John Marshall by 6 points or more when it comes to potential tiebreakers.
Pass into Stevens. He's going to find Jarvis Nash. Jarvis going to give it to Dixon here.
Trying to get Denson open.
Yep.
They get him open, but far away from the basket.
We're inside a minute, but he'll find his way there. Look at him. He does it every time. He's almost guaranteed to make it every time.
And with his left hand. I don't know when he's last scored with his right hand.
Anytime he's made a 3. That's about it.
No one has a foul to give.
Oh, we're tied again.
So if you're Midwest City, you want Del City to hold. They're going to.
Got a little quiet here, didn't it? 25 seconds to play.
Del City's got 2 timeouts.
Yeah. Oh, you know that's coming. Coach Hatchett has not been afraid to utilize those timeouts tonight. Gonna get the ball to Shaw.
Under 10.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. What's gonna. Oh! Bergwolf. Shaw for the win. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed it. We're going to keep going. Yeah.
We get another 4 minutes.
Woo! Boy. They love a tie game. We're going to the second overtime. Add another 4 minutes to it.
Well, that's how Midwest City got to state, Ray. If you, I don't know if you remember that game. It was Tracy and I who called it at Edmond North. They beat Guthrie, and Deshaun Denson was our player of the game in that game. And how they even got to overtime was amazing.
Boy.
How they pulled that out was amazing. And they come down to who's going to foul out first, probably.
Yeah, this has just been unbelievable. What a game. And we knew it. We knew it at 7 p.m. earlier today. As soon as tip-off happened, it was going to be one of them. 69-69. Both teams had their marker boards out. Giving their teams their last-second instructions before we begin this second overtime. They played, about to play now, 6 quarters.
Yeah, technically you could say 5.
5,
because 2 4 minutes make 1-8, but it'll feel like 6.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone from Lawton High is tuning in, rooting for Midwest City. They lost to both teams in the last week, so it's not like they have a love loss for either one. But Midwest City winning would give Lawton High basically sole possession of first place. Again, it's a tie, but they have the tiebreaker.
Wow. It's the biggest prayer party I've ever been to. A lot of nervous human beings in J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse right now.
Well, I think the way teams can slow this game down with long possessions, this jump ball matters. Sean Graham's jumping. He can leap because he's jumping over Caleb Blackwell for Tay Johnson, who are bigger.
Yeah.
It's Kenyon Brown jumping from Midwest City.
Mm-hmm. Good height on him.
He needs to try to tap this to that open spot. I think, again, getting the first possession is really important here.
And the Bombers wind up with it.
That ball got tipped to Turner by Graham. I thought it was Graham who kind of won that, but Nash deflected that to Denson.
Yep. And Caleb Stevens matched up with Myshawn Graham, and he loses it.
Yeah, maybe Graham who got him, so good defense there.
Pass to Kamon Shaw. Here we go. Tavon Johnson. Can he finish? He cannot. Rebound there by the Bombers. Whole lot of basketball tonight. Tie ball game, 2 overtimes.
Well, does Denson keep this here?
Sean Denson, 3 men around him. Oh, it's in and out, but it is put in by Kenyon Brown.
That wasn't rushed. He was under control when he tipped it. Sometimes you tip it in so quick. And but you saw what happened there. Denson drew a crowd. And that's how Kenyon Brown got that offensive rebound.
The Eagles now trailing by 2. Screen set up, the pass to Blackwolf. Right back to Shaw. Oh, he loses it. Out of bounds, it rolls.
Is that Bomber basketball? It is.
Yeah. I'd assume so.
So we've had Shaw and Stevens driving inside in the basket, and both turned it over. But now Del City can set up a press. And then, or what? Are they changing something? Denson just shrugged his shoulder, or kind of just let out a sigh like.
And Jarvis Nash is hands up, shoulders shrugged.
Now, by the way the timeouts work, so both teams get 1 extra. I don't know what that was about, but both teams have 3 timeouts.
Sean Denson matched up 1-on-1 with Myshawn Graham. And
now that should be free throws. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, especially to that young man wearing a number 5 jersey in white. And Myshawn, he saved the game earlier in the fourth quarter.
Now he is tired though.
Yeah.
And Caleb Stevens saw it, tried to give him a little pep talk.
Yeah, he hasn't came out, and it's been a lot of time not playing.
Doesn't matter in the first one.
Yep.
More Toonie Bice-House's free throws.
He came in for Deshaun McAllister, who we have not seen in overtime at all.
Yeah, I think that's just because of offense. It's not.
Yep.
Coach Hatcher doesn't have as much confidence in him on offense as he has in these other guys.
And converts 2 times. Ooh-wee.
So I think Coach Noel, seeing that he's tired, may just call his timeout strictly for the reason of giving Denson, but other players as well, a rest.
Yeah. And we're going to take a break with that being a full timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. You're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
All right, we're back live here from J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, where it's going to be a lot of happy people or a lot of sad ones. When this game is finally over, we are at our second overtime. Ray Maytubby and Jordan Ray on the call tonight. Del City, Midwest City, a rivalry that has gone on forever and is alive and well.
So even though Midwest City protecting a 4-point lead, they're going to look to apply press. Like a three-quarters trap, it appears, just changing some things up on Del City, but no, they're not actually trapping. This is kind of a show and tell thing.
Yep. There's a Dixon, one-on-one with Turner, and now he gives it, well, he's right back to him now. Kaman Shaw, who left the game right before the timeout, is right back in. He needed to rejuvenate. Whoa, and he misses. No good for Tavon Johnson. Jarvis Nash now. Let's see what he decides to pull out of his back pocket.
It's all nothing but layups here for Midwest City, unless it's Denson, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not seeing some more pressure from Del City.
3-on-3 now. Jarvis Nash. Oh, he loses Myshawn Graham. Jarvis Nash puts it up. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Oh, the Eagles better figure something out.
You'd probably rather foul him than Denson. The only question is Graham, I think, got the foul. Is he in foul trouble?
Yeah, Jaden Johnson's going to come back in. In terms of an offensive presence, he's been way more reliable tonight.
I don't know if Graham fouled out or this is an offense for defense sub. It could be either one. Could be both.
Could be both, yeah. So Johnson is a threat defensively as well.
One thing to think about, Ray, Midwest City hasn't played since Friday, but Del City played Saturday and Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be a little more tired because of that. More opportunity by his houses. Free throws made. Those things starting to separate themselves because they're making them. We'll see if that continues.
That's exactly how they beat Lawton on Friday.
They didn't. It's not like Del City was pushed much against either Altus on Friday or John Marshall on Saturday.
Correct.
So I don't think anyone would use that as an excuse, but they seem a little tired on defense. We'll see if they can dig deep on defense one more time.
Yep, they're going to have to. Tavon Johnson, he gives it off to Blackwolf. Caleb Blackwolf gets him up to 71 points with that one. 3-point ball game now. 1:20 to play in the game. Jarvis Nash. Him and Caleb Blackwolf, one-on-one with each other. Yeah, he's giving Blackwolf the blues with his feet a little bit. He's making them work. Oh, yep.
Oh, 5 count. Coach Noel can't believe it, but you would think he would have called a timeout if he thought a 5 count was about to happen. Yeah. That is shocking that he's surprised by it. He was standing right by the ref who called it.
Yeah, he was.
That's what you use your timeouts for in that situation, to avoid 5 counts. So a break for Del City. They didn't do a whole lot on defense, but they did enough.
Here we go again. Under a minute now. Kaman Shaw going to attack the rim. Oh, he missed it. No good. Tavon Johnson, no. Oh, he got it for 2. What's happening? It's a timeout. 1-point game. It's going to be a full one. So with that being said, we're going to take a timeout too. When we come back, an electrifying finish. Ray Maytubby and Jordan Ray, you're watching Mid-Dub Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger, please Brent back the Monterey melt. Brent back. Okay, yeah, message received. We're Brentfing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Brent it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger!
And welcome back live, ladies and gentlemen, from Midwest City, Oklahoma, where this will either go to a third overtime or it'll end right here in 46 seconds. Tuesday night, big audience. Everybody got work and school tomorrow, but we're all here having a good time.
Yeah. Just can't imagine how tired these guys are.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
But the adrenaline will keep them going. And, again, does Del City, do they have that extra gear on defense or not? Do they need it?
They're going to have to. They're going to have to find it. We'll see if there's any fouls that'll be committed.
I think Del City will wait. Only down 1.
They're only down 1. Uh-oh. You know they're going to. Caleb Stevens. Matched up with Shaw. He gets. Oh.
So Shaw, will say, pushed out just enough. It made Coach Noel very nervous, though, because.
Yeah.
Or no, they're going to say a timeout.
Yeah. It's a timeout.
I thought it could have been a foul.
It was a timeout on Coach Noel. The Bombers called it.
So the Bombers ran the clock. Now they got to figure out how they play this if Del City still doesn't call a timeout. Del City can wait to call it, or not call a timeout, sorry, to foul. Del City can wait to foul, and really what Middle City wants to do badly is get the ball in the hands of Deshaun Denson. Demarion Turner was really in his grill. So they need to figure out where he can, what spot he can get to. You know, who you want setting screens for him, or maybe run a play where you're just going to take a quick 2 if it's there. It's interesting, and McKenzie not in. I don't think he fouled out, but he's not come back in. He's someone you wouldn't mind shooting free throws in this situation. I'd say if I was Del City, if Kenyon Brown or Brandon Dixon get the ball, they're just not experienced in this situation, I would foul them.
Look at these 10 young men playing in one of the biggest games of their lives. Moments that they'll never forget.
See if Kenyon Brown, if Dixon uses Brown as a screener on that left block to get open on that left corner.
All right, now here you go. The pass in to Deshaun Denson. 22 seconds left to play. Demarion Turner matched up one-on-one with him. What's going to happen here? Uh-oh.
Wow.
Yeah. They're going to have to foul. You got to foul him. No.
Now, obviously, Coach Noel briefly made a motion of some type of intentional being called. I don't think it will get called. But a lot of pressure on Nash.
Wow.
And Del City's got 2 timeouts. We'll see. At some point, you think Coach Hatch will use at least one of them.
At least one.
Because the strategy up 3, if you're Midwest City, will change if you're only up 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
The 2 guys you worry about, well, the 3 are either Johnson. Really, you worry about all of them.
Yep.
And Nash
makes it a 2-point ball game. And if he makes another one, he's gonna force the Eagles to have to make a 3. And from there, we're tied.
There, I think you foul on purpose. If we're not, not from there. Before the 3, you foul on purpose if it gets to that.
Yeah.
And it does.
Oh, man.
I would foul on purpose when they cross the timeline. Don't let Kaman Shaw shoot.
Yep. He might be the one. You got to call timeout. Yep.
Well, now, if I'm Coach Hatch, I'm like, you should have some more time than that.
Yeah, and
at least bring it back to 4.
Yeah, they want more time.
Well, in a way, maybe Coach Noel anticipated that timeout was going to be called by Del City. Now you can set it up where you can foul. I don't know if he will, though. I know that was not really Coach Bradley's philosophy. The longtime head coach, Coach Noel's head coach when he was an all-state player at Midwest City High School, was not to foul up 3. But I would if, let's say Del City runs a play for Tavon Johnson to catch the ball with his back to the basket. If his back's to the basket, he's not a threat to shoot. You can foul him without really worrying about him shooting and getting called in the act of shooting. But you really you got to be careful about Shaw or Jaden Johnson. Those 2 guys are the 2 you worry about. So the fact that Del City has 2, they can use that to run some type of plays. And we've seen Lenny Hatchett against Lawton High. He diagrammed 2 plays at the end of both games that were really good diagram plays. One of them worked to perfection. That was going for a 2-point shot, but down 3 against Lawton High at Del City, they ran a full court play that worked and got an open 3. I don't remember who got the 3. It was a good look, though. It just didn't go in.
Oh, man. Are y'all ready?
You don't want to foul off the ball. You don't want to send Del City to the free throw line here without any time running off. I don't think. Maybe you do.
Going to pass to Tavon Johnson. Jaden Johnson going to take the last shot for the tie. Oh, no, and that is the game. The Bombers do it again. The revenge tour is alive and well here in Midwest City. They beat the Wolverines on Friday. Revenge. They beat the Eagles tonight. Revenge. You better put some respect on them. 76-73 your score. What a game. And Jordan just took off. We go talk to Coach Noel and Deshaun Denson, who will be our player of the game. Which is brought to you by Triple Elite. Find world-class designs and hot new styles by Triple Elite. What a game. Wow. We're waiting on Coach Noel to get his guys, and they're going to come over and celebrate how they did last week all together.
Okay, Ray, am I coming through here?
Yep.
All right, Deshaun, first of all, how are you able to play the whole game and not get too tired to hit those free throws and make those shots?
We run a lot of practice. It's nothing. It's just what I do.
What about in the second half? You didn't shoot as many threes. You started to finish more with your left hand. What gives you confidence in doing that? That's not your shooting hand after all.
I work on it a lot. My dad had me in the gym working on it, and my guys came through, though.
Okay, how'd you guys pull this one out? Because Del City had a 4-point lead, led regulation. They had all the momentum. How'd you guys stay with them?
We just keep fighting. We stayed together, got stops down the stretch, and got a win.
Are you going to have enough in the tank for John Marshall on Friday?
Yes, we will have enough in the tank for John Marshall on Friday.
Okay, Deshaun, congratulations on winning player of the game again. And now let's see if we can get Noel in, Coach Noel.
Mario!
Shit, man.
All right.
Keep it up, Mario. Come here.
So we got Coach Noel, DeMario Jones. Hey, Coach, what was that What was that fourth quarter like when Del City was coming back? How did you keep your team in it?
Man, it was a team thing, man. Everybody was on each other, and everybody was listening. Mario was doing a great job of leading on his teammates' turnovers, and they're responding the way we've been asking them to respond. Early in the year, if someone said something to each other, they always argue back. Now they're responding in a positive manner. So it's big.
When you got to overtime, and the second overtime, what were you saying to your team in the huddle?
Man, we just been here before, man. We got to make sure we still do what we do, and it comes down to making plays. So we need 5 guys that's going to step there and make a play.
Deshaun Denson, when you think about how good Del City is on defense, the degree of difficulty of some of those shots, what can you say about that? The skill he has to have and the endurance to do that.
Man, it's the gym work, man. He's in here. He lives in here. Might as well get a bed here for him, man, because he's in the gym, so the work is showing, so I'm really not surprised. Man, even the guys, man, they rally behind him, man. They rally behind him, and we give him that confidence to go out there and do what he do.
All right, DeMario, what's it like beating Del City?
Amazing. We don't like losing to Del City. We don't lose to Del City. Yes, sir.
What was it like getting all these minutes? Were you getting tired?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you guys going to have enough in the tank for John Marshall?
Absolutely. We ready.
We ready to go.
Okay, well, good luck on that game, Coach, and thank you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, Ray.
All right.
So Deshaun Denson again, our triple lead player of the game.
Absolutely. Well done, Jordan. Well done. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote. So long from J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse and from Jordan Ray and myself and our partners at the Oklahoma Sports Network. We say till next time, folks. We gone.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.